Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me.
Yeah.
Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.
I really do this.
I'm a hybrid fan. I'm a stand-up man.
Yeah.
They be hating on the squads, but they really a fan. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.
Let's go. Tankathon party with your boy Mike Sports Vibes balling. Yes, this is a party, y'all. Tankathon party. You know, Sixers versus Timberwolves. Yes, the Sixers will keep losing. Listen, it's closer than what I think it should be. Let me look at the score right now. This is a Tankathon party, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Tankathon party. Now, let me see what the score is, and I'm hoping the Timberwolves are winning still. Please don't let us down. Timberwolves. Let me say this right now. The Timberwolves are overrated. The Timberwolves, if you let us down, is 104 to 103. Can I talk that talk? Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It's definitely going down. We cover the Philadelphia 76ers and the Philadelphia Phillies on this channel. Shout out to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. We are here with a master plan, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with a master plan, and the master plan is to tank, the capture the flag, Cooper flag. Can I talk that talk?
Talk that talk.
Shout out to everybody in the building, man. This game is absolutely terrible right now because the Timberwolves are trying to lose this game. It is 104 to 103, and we're in the fourth quarter. Now, I'm not sure what the heck is going on, but let me look at the Sixers real quick. We got Quentin Grimes with 23 points. We got Jared Butler with 16 points. We got Yabusele with 19 points. We got that guy, Lonnie Walker with 17 points. Now, we not trying to win this game, Sixers. So take Quentin Grimes out the dang on game. Can I talk that talk, ladies and gentlemen?
Talk that talk.
What the heck is going on? Why are the Sixers trying to win this game? Why are the Sixers trying to win this game? It don't make no dang on sense. I'm not liking it. Can somebody help a brother out? Can somebody help a brother out? Because there ain't no way the Timberwolves should make this a very interesting game. This should not be an interesting game. But, yep, it's 107 to 103. I'm liking what I'm seeing. So, obviously somebody just hit a clutch three. 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And let me say this again. What's going on? Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We cover the Sixers and the Phillies on this channel. But, man, what is going on? So we got Anthony Edwards makes 27-foot three-pointer. Okay, Mike Conley with the assist. Layup by Quentin. Listen, we trying to lose this dang on game. The Sixers, this is a Tankathon party. The Sixers been losing from the very beginning of the season, and we're trying to keep losing, but the Sixers keep this thing interesting. Why are the Sixers keeping this game interesting? You know what I'm saying? It's 109 to 103, so the things is going good right now. 7-foot, 2-point shot. Let's go, Anthony Edwards with the clutch shots. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We are covering the Sixers and the Phillies on this channel. Trying to get to my first 400 subscribers. So shout out to each and every one of you that's in the building. Hi, what's going on? Connor, what's going on? What's going on, everybody in the building? Yes, we cover the Sixers. Yes, we cover the Phillies. And yes, I am going for the Timberwolves, even though I am a Sixer fan. And the reason why I'm going for the Timberwolves is because I'm trying to capture the flag, and I'm talking about Cooper Flag from Duke. Y'all ever heard of the guy named Cooper Flag from Duke? He is a baller. is a baller. You know what I mean? He is a straight up baller. Shout out to everybody that is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Yes, like I said before, man. As a diehard Sixer fan, we ain't trying to lose. This is a Tankathon party, and it wouldn't be a party if we don't lose. I know that sounds very bad. Hello, you the GOAT. Thank you, my guy. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, my brother. Appreciate all the support and all the love, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. We are covering the Sixers and the Phillies on this channel, and I will be doing card reveals as well, meaning I will be getting MLB cards. I will be getting NBA cards, and I will be getting possibly NFL cards, and I will be doing card reveals, getting packs of cards and opening live on this stream. Yeah, shout out to my guy. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Adding Hood, shout out to you. Everybody in the building, if you haven't already, if you are interested, consider subscribing to your bull. Like I said, we covered the Sixers and the Phillies. This is a Tankathon party, ladies and gentlemen. The Sixers are making this game very interesting. It is 111 to 109, y'all. It is 111 to 109, and I want the Sixers to lose. But I'm going to say this right now. Shout out to Dylan Dotson in the building. Shout out to Dylan Dotson in the building. My guy is in the building. Shout out to my guy. Now, listen, right? I don't usually do this, but I have to cheer against the team. Because an Ace Bailey could be available for the Sixers. You know what I'm saying? And not just an Ace Bailey. A Dylan Harper could be interested, could be available for the Sixers. Also, Kaman Maluach from Duke the center could be available to the Philadelphia 76ers. But in order for us to keep our first round pick, we have to pick within the top 6. Or it's going to go to OKC. Let's go. Thanks for the shout out. Shout out to you. God bless you as well. God bless you. God bless everybody that's in the building. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. Salute to y'all. It's 14.5 seconds left in the game. The Sixers are down 111 to 109. Timberwolves are definitely overrated. What's up, Purple? What's going on, brother? The Timberwolves are overrated. They're struggling against a Sixer team that is purposely tanking. Look, man, the Timberwolves made a mistake. The Timberwolves should have traded Rudy. But they wanted to keep Rudy thinking that he was the right center to keep. They messed up. They messed up big time. Because I'm going to go to the box score. As much as I like Dante DiVincenzo, as much as I like Julius Randle, that wasn't a good trade for the Timberwolves. They should have got rid of Rudy. Yes, Rudy is having an outstanding game. He has 23 points and 19 rebounds. But he's going against a Dembona. No disrespect to a Dembona. He's going against a team that's tanking. No disrespect to the players that's trying to get minutes and make the team for next season. But Cat should be on the Timberwolves right now. And I don't know why Ant-Man should have said something. If Ant-Man should have said, if you traded him, you traded me. For real. That was a big mistake. You know what I mean? Yeah, for real. Ant-Man should have said something because Rudy he looked good against a Dembona. He looks good against Yabusele. He looks good against a team that's tanking. But when he goes against a player like a Jokic, the best center in the NBA, and there ain't no debate. Listen, there ain't no real debate. Jokic is the best center in the NBA right now, hands down. You know what I mean? When Joel Embiid is playing and he's healthy, there might be a little bit of a debate. But right now, it's definitely Jokic. When Joel Embiid is healthy, Joel Embiid cooks Rudy as well. Victor Wembanyama, he cooks Rudy as well. Bam from the Heat, he cooks Rudy as well. Towns, he cooks Rudy as well. Every top center in the NBA, if he's an all-star caliber center, he's cooking Rudy. Rudy looking good against a Dembona. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful, y'all. Because I like a Dembona, but he's a backup. He's not a starting center. And I'm keeping it real. And I like Adembona. See, Rudy putting up these numbers, it's false numbers, y'all. It's false. I don't want to hear nobody that likes Rudy. Well, look what Rudy's doing against Adembona. 23 points and 19 rebounds, bro. Stop the cap. Adembona, come on, man.
The cap. Really?
Y'all gonna give me these numbers against Adembona, but y'all won't give me these numbers against Jokic. You won't give me these numbers against a healthy Joel Embiid. You won't give me these numbers against a Bam. And I'm not trying to come at Rudy. I'm just keeping it real and I'm talking that talk. But this is the Tankathon party for all the Sixer fans in the building, all the basketball fans in the building. Y'all know we trying to tank for Cooper Flag. We trying to tank for Ace Bailey or Dylan Harper or what's his name? Common Maluwash from Duke. We trying to tank, y'all. The season is over for the Sixers. We trying to trade Joel Embiid. We trying to trade Paul George. If it's possible, let it happen. If it's possible, let it happen. And I say if because it's a high possibility we might not be able to get off them contracts. But if we can, they better do it. Cat just had the best value and worst contract. Man, Cat, man, they made a mistake. They needed to make that work. No matter what, they should have made that work. Have to go have a blessed night. Have a blessed night, my brother. Be easy, man. God bless you too, my brother. Yeah, man, this was a bad situation for the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves have no chance getting out the West. I like Ant-Man. I like Naz Reid, but that's pretty much all they really got, bro. I ain't trying to hate on Julius Randle. Come on, bro. I'm not hating on Julius Randle. I'm just keeping it real. They don't have a chance to get out the West. The top teams in the Western Conference is the Nuggets. It's OKC. It's the Rockets. I don't think the Lakers get out the West either, man. I know people want to hype up the Lakers because of Luka and LeBron. They not getting out the West, bro. Would I be happy if they did? Yeah, I like it because I like Luka and I like LeBron. But I don't see the Lakers getting out the West. But this is a Tankathon party, ladies and gentlemen. I will be going live. I will be going live, y'all, for the playoffs, for the West and the Eastern Conference playoffs, even though the Sixers are not making it. Shout out to Grasshopper in the building. Cat is not a difference maker / Knicks 0-9 versus Celtics. Yes. But for the Timberwolves, I think he makes the team a little bit more of a threat than Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. And I'm going to keep it real. We're going to see in the playoffs. We're going to see what he does in the playoffs. I don't care about regular season as much as a lot of people do. We're going to see what they do in the playoffs. I think if Jalen Brunson is healthy, they're going to give the Celtics a run for their money. They're going to give the Cavs a run for their money. It ain't going to be no sweep. The Knicks are tough if Towns is balling like he needs to. He does disappear a lot as well. I ain't going to lie. But I will tell you one thing. When Cat is on one, you can't really name too many centers more talented than Cat. Offensively, at least. Defensively, he comes and goes. I'll keep it real. I was more worried about Randle on the Knicks. Nah, bro. Randle ain't better than Towns. I like Randle, but Randle, nah, bro. I like Randle, but nah, bro. Randle, with the Timberwolves, he's a solid player, but nah, bro. Really, the weakness of the Timberwolves is Rudy, and I say that all the time, y'all. That is a look. I think that the Timberwolves. Let me look at the standings. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look at the standings right now. By the way, the final score, the Tankathon is still here, baby. The Tankathon is here. The Philadelphia 76ers lose by 5 to the Minnesota Timberwolves. By the way, the Minnesota Timberwolves are overrated. They're not getting out the West. And I don't mean that to come at the Timberwolves, but they're not getting out the West. They have no chance. I don't care what Ant-Man and Naz Reid and the guys are doing. Jaden McDaniels. I don't care what they do. Mike Conley, Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo. They're not getting out the West. But the Timberwolves help us out, meaning they beat the Sixers. They barely beat us. But a win is a win, and I'm happy. At 114 to 109, there's 4 games left for the Philadelphia 76ers. And the Tankathon party is officially here. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. And I don't really care about the stats. I'm just happy that we lost, to be honest with you. You know, Yabusele and Quentin Grimes almost messed it up for us. Also, Lonnie Walker almost messed this up for us. Also, what's his name? Jared Butler almost messed this up for us. But luckily, Ant-Man came to the rescue and was clutched down the stretch. Ant-Man had 37 points, did the dang on thing. Also, Rudy had 23 and 19 rebounds. And Julius Randle had 15 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. So Julius Randle was balling out. And who else? Dante DiVincenzo had 13 points. Naz Reid had 9 points and 7 rebounds. Alexander Walker had 7 points. So, yeah, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Teacher got game. Mike, that was a nasty shot by Edwards. Edwards is a monster, but they don't have a chance to get out the West. Can I talk that talk, ladies and gentlemen? Can I talk that talk? Make sure y'all hit that like button on both streams. Please hit that like button on both streams. And shout out to everybody that's in the building right now. Truly appreciate each and every one of y'all that's in the building. God bless to everybody. Star Wars, what's going on? Star Wars in the building. Let's go. We lost 11 straight games. I love it. Let me get to the Tankathon. If y'all want to see the Tankathon, go to the horizontal live stream. We about to put the Tankathon on. The Sixers, the Tankathon party is here, baby. Shout out to Teacher Got Game. Shout out to Grasshopper. This team losing is successful. Shout out to Grasshopper for that comment. Grimes was absolutely balling this game, but he needs to stop that. Hey, Teacher Got Game. He needs to stop the cap. Ladies and gentlemen, he needs to stop the cap. I mean, my goodness, the Timberwolves almost lost to a team that is tanking, bro. They are 45 and 32 in the West. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me look at the standings. My bad. I keep on saying that. Let me look at the standings. Shout out to everybody. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. I go live for the Sixers. I go live for the Phillies. And I'm going live for the playoffs for the Eastern Conference and Western Conference. I'm trying to get to my first 400 subscribers on this channel. If you know anybody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that likes the Sixers, that likes the Phillies, or that likes good vibes, good vibes over bad vibes any day, tell them to hit up that bull, or tell them to check out that bull, Mike Sports Vibes, balling. All right, so let me get to the standings. Let's get to the standings, y'all. We get to the standings, y'all. The Sixers improved their overall record, y'all. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button. We improve, y'all. I know that might sound crazy. It's the opposite. It's opposite for the rest of the season for us. We improve by losing. We downgrade by winning. So we improve our overall record to 23 and 55, y'all. We improve our overall record to 23 and 55. Let me say that one more time. We improve our overall record to 23 and 55. The Tankathon is still alive. Can I talk that talk, y'all? Can I talk that talk, y'all? Let's go, Sixers. Let's keep losing. Let's keep losing. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I'm about to put the Tankathon on, but let's look at this. Let's look at the standings. By the way, the Knicks are 49 and 28. I'm just going to talk about the... Oh, yeah. Let me say this real quick. I will be doing the play-by-play for the Pacers and Pistons. That series is going to be the best series, 4 versus 5, right? That's how it goes. 5 versus 6. No, 5 versus 4. I'm going to do the play-by-play for that series. Pacers and Pistons could go either way. I got the slight edge for the Pistons. I got the Pistons beating the Pacers in the first round, y'all. But let's look at the standings, because we lost again, y'all. We lost again. The Sixers are 23 and 55, y'all. Hold on. Let's look at the West real quick. Does the Pelicans play today? What's the Pelicans record? The Pelicans are 21 and 56. Goshly. Come on, Pelicans. Do the Pelicans play today? Do the Pelicans play today? Because at the end of the day, we need the Pelicans to win, y'all. We need the Pelicans to win. 4 more games to lose, Star Wars says. 4 more games to lose. I'm going to put the Tankathon website on, because that's what we need. We need the Tankathon party. It's a Tankathon party, y'all. It's a Tankathon party. Thank you for vibing with me. Everybody that's in the building. Everybody in the building, it's the Tankathon party, y'all. What's on your mind today? Grasshopper, what's on your mind, Grasshopper? The team is losing successfully. I know that's right. The team is losing successfully. Who's better at tanking than the Philadelphia 76ers? Tune In Sports is here. TY is in the building. Teacher Got Game is in the building. Tune In Sports, what's going on, my brother from another mother? Teacher Got Game, my brother from another mother. My guy Grasshopper, my brother from another mother. Star Wars, my brother from another mother. Shout out to all you, all my YouTube family. Shout out to y'all. We got 4 more games to lose, though. The mission is not complete. We got 4 more games to lose, y'all. Can I talk that talk?
Talk that talk.
All right, so let's go 6. No, we ain't doing all that. Yes, go 6 to lose. Me, might as well win. We ain't catching the pep. Yeah, no. We don't want to win. Watching Duke play right now, y'all still not getting flagged, by the way. Hey, it ain't about nothing, Tune In Sport. It ain't about nothing. Whoever we get, we thankful for, brother. Whoever we get, we are thankful for, brother. Shout out to Nick in the building, my brother from another mother. Thank you for vibing with us, brother. Lakers beat the Pelicans yesterday. Ain't that some bull crap? Come on, Pelicans. Y'all need to start winning games, man. We got 4 games left. We losing. Y'all need to win. But the Tankathon party has begun. Let me put the Tankathon website on. You got me stuttering a little bit because I'm so excited. I cannot hide it, y'all. I'm so excited. I cannot hide it. The Sixers keep losing. I'm loving it. I like it. All right, listen, y'all. Right now, when I go to tankathon.com, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we start off with the 5th overall pick. Now, I'm going to do the sim lottery right now. We are 23-55, ladies and gentlemen. We improve our overall record. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm doing the Tankathon right now. Now, I did it one time, and we get the 2nd overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft. And we draft shooting guard / point guard / small forward Dylan Harper. 6'6", 220 pounds. Freshman, 19 years old, 21 points a game, 5 rebounds, 4 assists a game, 1.6 in steals. This man's comparison from my bull A. Shout out to my guy Avies in the building. Comparison to that bull Jaylen Brown. Now, this is the guy I want. Either Cooper Flagg, Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey, or Kaman Maluwatch. Kaman Maluwatch. Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey, Cooper Flagg. It goes Cooper Flagg, number 1. Debatably, for number 2, it's between that guy Dylan Harper and that bull Kaman Maluwatch and that guy Ace Bailey. They all tied for number 2. I don't care which one we draft at number 2. As long as we get one of them at number 2, I'm Gucci. You know what I'm saying? I'm Gucci when it comes to any of them. Meaning I'm good with all of them. You feel me? Because I don't, listen, we not even supposed to get this pick, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Mike Sim, the lottery. I got to do it again. The mock draft thing, we still, no, we not. They got, what's going on, Peter Sim? What's going on, man? Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, everybody that's in the building. This is a Tankathon party, man. We either trying to get Cooper Flagg, Trey Johnson, Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper, Kaman Maluwatch, anybody. Dante, Jaden, Michael, Dylan, nah. We gonna see what happens, y'all. Give me Kaman pick number 2. I don't want Shilling. Hold on now. We got some trash talking in the comments. I'm gonna do the sim lottery, y'all. Everybody, make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I did the sim, y'all, and we out of the top 6, bro. Oh, my goodness gracious. I gotta hit them with the nah, bruh. Hold on. Hit them with the nah, bruh.
Nah, bruh. Nah.
There's a storm coming, and the name of the storm is the Philadelphia 76ers keeping their top 6 pick in the 2025 NBA draft. Can I hit the storm button? Hit the storm button, y'all. There's a storm coming, y'all. And I'm a little bit nervous. About this. If the Sixers don't keep their top 6 pick, I'm going to go crazy on this live stream, man. I'm going crazy on this live stream. Hold on. Listen, I'm going to do it again. Sim lottery. Another time I did it. So 2 out of 3 times we are top 6 pick and we draft Dylan Harper. So Dylan Harper is definitely high on the list. I did it again. Oh man, we dropping out that dang on tops. Oh my gosh, please let this not happen. The Sixers pick number 8. Oh my gosh, don't let that happen, bro. We're gonna do it again. Let us be a top 6 pick right here. Let it be a top. Damn, we accept. Oh my gosh, bro. We're like 50-50 right now, y'all. We 50-50 right now. What the heck going on, bro? Let's do it again. Oh, we out again, bro. 2 out of 5 times we out, bro. Why? Somebody help me in the comments. Who wants to get on the live stream with me? Who wants to get on the live stream with me? I put the link in the comments. Anybody want to join? Consider joining. Talk with me, man. Someone talk with me. I feel some type of way. I did it 2 out of 5 times we out, bro. What am I going to do if we out? I'm going to be so irritated. If we don't keep our pick after this season, I might retire my dang on Sixer card. I might mess around and be a dang on Spurs fan or something. If we don't keep our top 6 pick, I'm going to be mad, bro. I'm going to be irritated. I'm going to be frustrated. Hop on. Somebody hop on, man. Somebody hop on the daggone stream. I put the link in the comments. Somebody help me out with this live, bro. Help me. Give me some confidence, man. That we gonna keep our pick. Give the keys to PG. Let the office run. Hey, listen, bro. I know you trolling me. I know you're trolling me. But I'm gonna hit you with the stop the cap.
Stop the cap. Really. Stop.
Hey, listen, hey. I did the lottery 5 times. And 2 out of the 5 times I did it, we got it. 2 times, only 2 times. That's not a good sign, eh? That's not a good sign. I can understand if it's 3 out of the 5. But we're talking about 2 out of the 5. I'm not liking this, eh? It's a party, but I'm a little bit nervous. We got to lose these last 4 games, y'all. Shout out to my guy. That guy, Teacher Got Game, is in the building. What's going on, my brother?
Mike, what's up?
Teacher Got Game. No, man, it's been a minute, man. What's going on? Talk to me, brother. Give me your thoughts about everything, man. Talk to me.
Click NBA home and then send the draft that way. That'll look better for us.
Nah, man. I got to do it like this, man. This is realistic.
No, click NBA home and then look at the draft order from there. Click NBA home. Trust me. And then sim the draft. It'll look so much better.
All right.
Trust me.
All right, we top 6.
Told you. And then we'll get it like at least 4.
I'm gonna do all right, so that's 1. We're gonna do it 5 times. That's 1.
All right.
Keep count for me. All right, we top 6
right,
again.
2.
That's 2. 2 out of all right, let's go. Oh, we got the first
3.
overall
What I
pick.
tell you?
Oh, we got the first overall pick.
That algorithm is better.
Hold on. We're going to do it again. All right. One more time. 2 more times. Yes!
I told you, man. The algorithm is better for whatever reason.
Somebody help me. Oh, my gosh. It's a Tankathon party. Gosh, me.
That.
I'm going to do it one more time. If we get it 5 out of 5, I'm going to tell you right now, T-shirt got game. You made my day, bro. I'm going to do it one more time. No, T-shirt got game.
It's fun. It's all good. We got a 4 out of 5, man. That's all we need.
You messed
I like
up,
them
bro.
odds.
You messed up the odds. You messed us up. You came on this live and you messed it all up.
Nah, I improved the odds.
Why Quentin Grimes going back to the game? Yo, shout out to TY. Yo, listen, Quentin Grimes makes me nervous. Yo, tell Quentin Grimes to chill. T-shirt
Nah,
got game.
I want Quentin to get his lick, man. He needs
Hey,
all the
listen, bro.
confidence.
What if we mess around and win two of these last 4 games? What
It
happens
don't
then?
matter. We ain't catching the Pelicans. We
You
might as
don't
well
think
win
so?
like as long as if we don't win 3, we're good. If we don't win 3 out of the last 4, we're good.
Hold
If
on. What's
we
the
win like
standings?
2,
What's the standings?
I think we like 2.5 behind Brooklyn.
Well, it still could be a chance Brooklyn could get a better percentage than us. We got to keep losing.
Nah,
So
it's
two
we
more
will.
games we got to lose.
They will have to win through. We will have to lose. Wait, how does it go?
We have to win
They
3
have
games
yeah.
in order for them. So we got to lose. We have to lose at least 2, and we're in that. What spot are we in? 5th best case, 5th worst record.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we in the 5th and the worst in the league. So they have to lose 3 and we
And
have
we have to
to
win
no,
3.
actually no, they have to lose 4 and we have to win 3 and then they are behind us.
Right. Okay. All right. The
So we
Brooklyn Nets
good.
can catch. My boy A said the Brooklyn Nets can catch it. So as long as, like my
It's
boy said,
possible.
it's possible. That's why I don't want Quentin Grimes to do anything more. Keep his behind on the dang on bench. I don't want to take no chances, bro. Because
Not
if the Nets mess around and have a worse record than us, bro, then what we going to do? What we going to do, teacher guy game?
I might look at it this way. You gotta think because we gotta look forward to next year, right? So let's say we keep Grimes out and he's not happy. Then he's gonna want to walk. He's gonna be like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to sign with the Sixers again
Hey,
next
listen,
year.
if Quentin Grimes want to walk, let his behind walk. If it's
Nah,
that deep. Listen, hear me out. Hear me out.
All right,
Because
all right.
who we draft, I feel like it's gonna be a better player than him.
Mike, nah. I don't.
Yes,
I'm dead.
yes.
I'm dead serious when I say this. I'm dead serious. I don't think Dylan Harper will be on the same level as Quentin Grimes is right now in his first year. I don't think so. I think he'll need at least like 2 or 3 years to get to that point. Like he's
I don't
gonna
know,
come into the
man.
league. No. Harper's gonna come into the league averaging like 14 points his first season. He ain't gonna be dropping like 30 burgers like
Quentin
Grimes is
Grimes
doing.
ain't gonna be doing that either, bro.
Of course, because
When-
he ain't gonna have as many touches, but he'll still be
because the
a heater.
yes, that's my
He'll go
point.
off on a heater though.
And we got to make sure Quentin Grimes is right next to Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain. I mean, we got to make sure that what's it called? We got to make sure that chemistry is right. You feel me? We're
Right,
gonna see
but
what happens.
if we get the second overall pick, the Sixers will make the dumb move by signing Harper and then probably letting Grimes go.
I don't know.
I don't think
man.
that's a good thing to do. You need someone that's got more NBA experience if you want to be considered a contender. I don't think Harper makes us a contender.
I feel like we're going to be in the playoffs next season, regardless of who we draft. I'm going to tell you this right now. I agree with you. I think Quentin Grimes is probably going to be better than this pick, maybe right off the bat. But I really do feel like some of these players, I don't really know. I'm starting to lean towards Dylan Harper more than Ace Bailey. Is that crazy to say?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
This is why. Hear me out. This is the
All
only reason why. Because my guy, I respect what A be saying. If A is correct, if he's similar to Jaylen Brown, right? If Dylan Harper is similar, meaning he plays both sides of the court, he can get you buckets and play elite defense, like a Jaylen Brown. That's enough. You can't miss on that prospect if he is that guy. You get what I'm saying? Why would you pass up on a Jaylen Brown if that's the case?
Because one, like I said to you before, he wasn't good enough to make the tourney.
Is Quentin Grimes better than Jaylen Brown?
No.
Okay. So you're telling me you would keep Quentin Grimes over Dylan Harper if we got a caliber player of a Jaylen Brown? I'm just saying
in the immediate future, yes.
Immediate future. We ain't just immediate future, and we got to think
He's
about
still trying to win in because we're going to do on our team for like the next 4 years. And we still got to try to win with him.
And we will win. I'm gonna tell you why. Because the Eastern Conference sucks.
All right,
and
but in
I
order to
believe
do that, we're not
Tyrese
going to have like
Maxey and
5,
Jared
6 guards
McCain.
on our team.
Huh?
We can't have like 5 or 6 guards on our team. We
But
only
he
need
doesn't
4.
have to be a guard though. I feel like, for instance, like I used the example, right? Because I agree with what you're saying. But when it comes down to it, right? When you talk about, all right, for instance, what's his name? Is it Josh Hart from the Knicks?
Mm-hmm.
He's 6'4". He was averaging more rebounds than everybody. He played elite defense. He could be that 3. He could be possibly the 4. You know what I mean?
And Dylan doesn't even help us in that area, though.
I'm just saying.
Like, how many rebounds does Dylan Harper average? Like, what's his stats?
He averaged like 4 or 5.
And that's not enough. That's not enough.
But I'm just saying, whoever we get as a coach, maybe they could coach better than Nick Nurse, and maybe they can respect rebounding more.
We got to stick with Nurse.
You want to stick with Nurse too?
No, I don't. But like, to be fair, he hasn't had a fair shake.
Bro.
He hasn't had a healthy squad.
Now, this is my only counter to that, Teacher Got Game. Now, hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Hear me out here. Before Jared McCain got the opportunity, who was playing over him?
Of course, Lowry and Gordon and Jackson.
Okay. So you're telling me that you trust Nick Nurse to give an opportunity to a Dylan Harper or a young player?
Yes,
after we just witnessed that he didn't even let Jared McCain play until everybody got hurt, including Tyrese Maxey.
Because
that's the only reason why we knew Jared McCain had game.
Here's the reason why I'm okay with it. And don't get me wrong, I still want Nurse going. But here's the reason why. Because Nurse is a guy that depends on veteran talent, and he needs players that can prove themselves. Boner wasn't getting no minutes either. So, but next year, Boner's proving himself right now. So next year, he's going to get some minutes. He ain't going to be the starter or anything like that. He'll probably get like at least a good like 15 minutes off the bench, backing up Embiid if we lose Drummond.
Hold on, let me look this up real quick. I get what you're saying. I look, and I'm not like 100% disagreeing on what you're saying. I'm just saying, bro, like if you could, look, and I said this on my live the other day. I'm not passing up on a potential Jaylen Brown,
Mike,
even though he's 6'6" for Quentin Grimes.
Bro, hear me out. Our picks in this draft for the first round is either we get Flag. That's obvious number one. We get Ace Bailey because he can help us out with rebounding and provide some scoring too. Or we get Kaman Maluach. If we don't get those
top three. Those are your top three. Those are the What order?
And in that exact order. If we don't get those 3, we gotta trade down for that pick. And we'll just get like a role player, a good role player type of player. And then at that point, like it doesn't really matter who we get. We just need like someone who could score. Like we trade down, just get some assets.
I disagree, bro. I get where you're coming from because you're thinking of course, Cooper Flag is the best, right? So he's out of the conversation, really, because we know he's the best. But we're talking about the second and third option. So you don't even got Dylan Harper because you're thinking of his height. Is that really what it is? His height?
Not
and you're thinking
because
you're thinking that his skill set. What don't you like about his game?
We just don't need it. We already got shooters. We got Maxey. We got McCain. We got Grimes now.
Let me ask you a question.
We don't need more.
Let me ask you a question. And I'm not comparing him to the GOAT. Y'all know who I think is the GOAT. Michael Jordan is what height?
6'5".
Nope.
Something like that.
Nope. He's actually taller than that. How tall do you think Michael Jordan is?
Probably like what? 6'6", 6'7".
6'6". Dylan Harper is 6'6". Michael Jordan could play 1, 2, 3, or 4. So why do we take away from Harper because he's only 6'6"? I don't care if he's labeled as a shooting guard or a point guard. That man could play small forward. If he is a scoring machine, if he is a good defender, I'm not passing up. Like
he's not a good defender, though.
I'm not saying that he's going to be T-Mac. T-Mac is on another level. I love T-Mac, one of my favorite players of all time. But I'm not passing up on T-Mac. I'm not saying he's going to be that because that could be Ace Bailey.
Harper gives me like School Henderson vibes, though.
You don't like Dylan Harper. You don't like so you don't think he's good on defense either.
It's not that I don't like him. Like, I like Harper. Don't get me wrong. But it's just that, like, if we take him, then we got to completely restructure our team. We will have to get rid of, like, either not Maxey. We have to get rid of either McCain or Grimes. Like, we can't have all 3.
So what you're saying is you don't see a lineup with a Jared McCain, a Tyrese Maxey at the 2, Quentin Grimes at the 3 and Dylan Harper at the 4, and then that 5 is the big question. That
No,
5.
it's way too
Yeah,
small.
it might too. Yeah, I see
And
what you're saying.
and
It's too
listen to this,
small.
Mike.
It's too
If we
small.
draft, whoever we draft in that position, whoever we draft in that order, like if we draft Dylan Harper, we got to pay that man like eight mil.
Who? And that's
So
fine.
that's a lot of money.
Hey, listen, let me say this
That's like
real
a
quick.
mid-level. That's like an MLE exception right there.
Hey, listen, bro. I know you ain't talking about getting paid. When we paid Ben Simmons a max, we paid Tobias Harris almost a max. We paid Paul George a max. We paid Joel Embiid a max extension pretty much. We ain't talking about paying a rookie $8 million a year. Bro, come on,
Yes, because
bro.
I'm worried about like how our cap space, like we under the first apron, but like we got just barely enough to maybe sign Grimes, but I still want Yabu. I want Kelly to come back. I want
Kelly ain't
I'm
coming back.
He might.
Kelly ain't
Because
coming back, bro.
where's he gonna go? Like he wants to be a starter. Where can he go?
He ain't being no starter here.
He can still be a starter for the Sixers.
He not being no starter. I don't want Kelly better coming up the. All right, let me ask you a question, because this is the only way I can figure out where you're coming from. Your dream case scenario at starting 5. Tell me the starting 5 right now before the season starts. And look, we're gonna try to remember this so we can go back to it. Give me your starter 5 that you want. Besides, take Cooper Flag out of here. Take Cooper Flag out, because I'm not putting Cooper Flag in because I don't think we're gonna get him.
It depends on who we draft in. Like you pick the player that we draft.
At an Ace, no. At an Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper, or Kaman Maluach, you give me the starting 5.
Right,
we got a top 6 pick. We got the 2nd pick in the 2025 NBA draft. Give me your starting 5. Mind you, Quentin Grimes is 6'4". He's 6'4".
So let me before I make that question, before I answer that, is Embiid healthy? Because that really makes a big difference.
We got to get rid of him. Hey, listen.
That's
what you're gonna have to. Hey, listen, bro. You just gonna have to make that call, because nobody's gonna know that.
But
even Joel Embiid don't know that.
But I can't give you those. I can't give you my top 5 unless he's healthy or not.
You know how I feel about Joel Embiid. You know how I think he's a superstar. Joel Embiid got to go. Joel Embiid has to go. We're gonna pretend that he's getting traded. Get him out of here.
All right. If Embiid's getting traded, then all right. So
we got to get him out of here.
Then it has to be like Max. It has to be Maxey, McCain, Grimes.
No. You got Maxey at the 1 or the 2? Because that's important now. That's important. I don't know if you could.
Maxey improved as a playmaker.
It could go either way. It could go either way. You're right. It could go either way.
Improved as a playmaker.
I think Tyrese more as a 2, but yeah, that could go either way though. You're right. Go ahead. Keep going. My bad. Go ahead.
All right. So we got Maxey, McCain, Grimes at the small forward. We're gonna have probably we probably gonna have to unfortunately have PG as our power forward, and then we're gonna have to have Kamal Maluach. And that squad will get us to like the play-in or like a first round exit of the playoffs, but it'll be better than what we have this year. It'll be better than the product we have this year.
No.
That's if Embiid is not playing. If Embiid is playing, it'll be like all right, Mike. If Embiid will play next year, I'm drafting Ace Bailey at number 2. And the squad will look so much better. I'm gonna have a starting lineup of like probably like Maxey, Bailey, because I want McCain coming off the bench. Unfortunately, PG.
Hold on. Say that again. Say what you just said again.
I want McCain coming off the bench. So it'll probably be like Maxey, Grimes. It'll probably be Maxey, Grimes, Bailey, George, and Embiid. And that starting lineup will be nasty.
Hold on. You got Jarrett McCain coming off the bench? You got Quentin Grimes over Jarrett McCain?
Yes. Because he could play good defense. And he's got the size for like shooting guard. McCain's just a little undersized. Don't get me wrong, I love McCain. And he'll be phenomenal. But he'll be like our Peyton Pritchard.
Say that lineup one more time. You got Tyrese Maxey, Quentin Grimes, 1 or 2. Then you got Ace
Bailey for our small forward.
3. At the 4, you got Paul George, and you got Joel Embiid at the 5.
And then if that squad is healthy, we'll be nasty.
That I don't want to hear that. Listen.
You know it.
No,
That squad could get to at least the second round in the playoffs.
Hey, listen, we not doing that. We not
can't.
talking about health. Teacher got game. What are you talking about? I'm not gonna go. We gotta get rid of them, bro. Look, I agree with you. If healthy, you are on. Listen, bro. I feel you. Shout out to everybody. Better hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We cover the Sixers and the Phillies on this channel. Listen, y'all. Hear me out. This man has Paul George and Joel Embiid coming back. And he's hit me with the if they're healthy.
Only because of politics.
We done. We done with the if healthy. We got to get him. Teacher guy again. We have to get rid of him, bro.
I know.
We got to get rid of him.
It's only because they get paid the most. We got to play them.
Come on, man.
But we can still. But Ace Bailey. All right. How
Sixer
Ace
fans
Bailey
ain't going for it. Do you think Sixer fans, be honest with me, do you think we can actually believe in the Sixer organization that they're going to promote Joel Embiid and Paul George being healthy for next season? Do you think we're going to listen to that?
Absolutely not. But like
they're not going to be healthy for the whole year, especially Joel.
The best we can get for both of them is maybe like 2 second-round picks each.
And that's fine. That's fine. I don't even care anymore, bro. I don't even care.
It'll be like future second-round picks.
I don't care. It could be a future round pick in 2050, bro.
And then if we do that, we will be a lottery team for the next
No. That's not true. Because this look, and I might be wrong. You know, what's the draft with D Wade? Who was the stars that came out that draft?
What was that? 2003? It was LeBron, I think.
Carmelo Anthony, right?
Carmelo, LeBron.
This draft, I'm not saying it's gonna be better than that draft because there's a lot of Hall of Famers. There's a lot of Hall of Famers, but I think it's gonna be the best draft since that draft, in my opinion. I think there's gonna be a couple. I think
next year's draft is going to be even better.
I don't know about that. I think
look at the number one.
People,
look at the number one recruit for next year. He's like the exact opposite of Cooper Flag. And honestly, we could take at least one more year to get him. We will be a phenomenal squad. We'll be like better than the Celtics. Like he's like the defensive. He's like the offensive version of Cooper Flag. He's like the exact opposite of Cooper Flag,
bro.
But offensively, like unstoppable.
I'm disappointed in you, man. Let me tell you why.
Speaking of facts,
I'm disappointed in you because you just said if we tank one more year. We not trying to tank no more, bro. Listen, I can't do.
You got no choice.
Nah, because we have a choice to be good. We could be good next year. The East is not that good. We can get to the playoffs and do something. I really feel like that. The East is weak, and I feel like if the Pistons can do it, why can't the Sixers do it, bro? The Pistons is one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference.
Well, the difference between us and them is they had drafted Cade, and they just had him stashed up. They were just waiting for him to get healthy.
We have
Tyrese is nowhere on Cade's level.
I know, but I'm just saying, we still have Tyrese. We have Jarrett McCain. We might get Cooper Flag. We might get Ace Bailey. We might get a Harper, even though I know you don't like Harper. I think you would like him if he was on the Sixers, but we'll see what happens.
I'll grow to like him.
And we might get your guy Maluwach from Duke. If we get one of those players, I think, no matter how this turns out with the Paul George and Joel Embiid, I think we could be not a contender. We could be a playoff team next season and be a contender in 3 years.
The only way we'll be a contender next year is if we draft Cooper Flag.
Not a contender. I don't want to say contender. I mean a playoff team. We don't got a chance to win the dang on playoffs. We don't got a chance. We don't got a chance. I'm not going to be that delusional. I'm a delusional fan,
unless we draft Flag. Like that, the only chance we have going to the finals is if we draft Flag.
I don't even want to think about Flag because I don't want to get my hopes up. You get what I'm saying?
I feel you. Yeah, me too.
I don't even want to get my hopes up with Cooper Flag because I feel like the teams that's in front of us when it comes to tanking, they have a higher percentage chance of getting him. But if we get Flag, man,
now, we have a pretty good shot. I mean, we got like a 10% chance. We got like a 10.5%, I think.
Where's it say the percent? We gotta
wait. Reset it, and then you'll see it.
I'm gonna do a sip. All right, so we 6.
Yeah, 10.5.
Yeah,
that's pretty solid.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I'm still like not trying to think about it because I don't want to get my hopes up. That's why I'm really just thinking about the
I mean,
second,
as long as
third
you in the
option.
conversation. I mean, I'd rather be us in the Cooper Flag race right now than like
Right.
let's say the Miami Heat, who also has aspirations to get him, even though they win in.
Yeah. I think I just don't want to think about Cooper until it happens at this point because
I feel you.
you get where I'm coming from because at the end of the day, like my mindset is second, third option. Who is that going to be? And you made me really like Kaman Maluwatch, and I want to give you a shout out for that because I was looking up him and I'm not sure how they're playing Duke. Duke is playing right now, right?
Yeah,
I'm not sure how high people see him getting drafted, but I'm pretty sure he's close to a lottery, right? I look at
he will
him.
be a lottery pick. I think
I
they're projecting Brooklyn would take him they get the top 6.
I like him, and I'm gonna tell you why I like him. When I seen him guarding 1 through 5, his
Hmm.
feet are super quick. He's not like, yeah, he's a tall guy, he's a big guy, but he's quick on his feet. He could
He'll
guard
knock
one
down a
through
three
five.
occasionally.
Huh?
He's not 3-point shooter or anything, but
No,
he'll
no, I
knock it
don't need
down.
him to do that all like that. All I want him to do is play great defense, block shots, handle the paint, rebound, and I need him to be. If he could develop a midi, I'm not sure how good he is when it comes to like the mid range.
Hmm.
I'm cool with a guy that hits the midi. He don't have to be a 3-point shooter all like that. Not his rookie season.
His
So as
basketball
long as
IQ is off the chart, though. He's real smart.
yeah, I love his athleticism. I love that when he does dunk that ball, he dunks that ball with enthusiasm. He's hype. I love players that show passion.
Right, and he'll
They
never
show
stand around ball
energy.
watching. Like
Yeah,
he'll go for every rebound.
I like that. And I really started to like him the more I was watching him. And I probably should put the game on right now. But I like him a lot. And I like him. I like him almost as good as Dylan and Ace. He's my fourth choice though. I ain't gonna sit here and cap. I got Cooper, Ace, and Dylan are like tied for 2. And then I guess he's my third option. Because I
Nah,
got Dylan and
well,
Ace
in,
tied.
in my opinion, because you got the Sixers, they have to. If we get this pick, we have to get this draft right. We absolutely gotta
And
like
we
knock
don't
it
know.
out of the
And
park.
honestly, we're not going to know anyway. You know what I mean? Even though we might say that Dylan ain't the guy and Ace ain't the guy, we don't know how these players are going to turn out. Because look, we messed up with Ben Simmons. We messed
Right.
up with Khalil Okafor. We messed up with Michael Carter Williams. We messed up with I'm trying to think who else we messed up. Markel Fultz. So even though we had the first overall pick multiple times, and we're saying these guys can't be a can't miss prospect, we don't really know until honestly we can know after the first couple of years. Ben Simmons, I kind of already knew. Everybody hopped on the Ben Simmons bandwagon because they thought that this guy was all that in the bag of chips because of what he did the first year. But this man did not. He didn't have that it factor. And Joel Embiid made him better than what he really was. I don't care what nobody. That's how I feel, bro. People forget how good Joel Embiid is, man, because he hasn't been playing. Joel Embiid made this man look a lot better, bro. This man didn't have no jump shot. This man had no offensive game. This man barely shot in the paint. If he's
Mhm.
not dunking or if he's not wide open for a layup, this man has no offensive game whatsoever. He has no passing ability in the half court offense. This man's only a fast break. He's really good in the fast break passing, but that's it. And he's good on defense. We messed up with that. So we might think that it's a can't miss prospect. Even with Cooper, I think he's a can't miss prospect, but we could be wrong, y'all.
Yeah, we don't know
We
how it
could
would
honestly
translate.
be wrong. And I'm hoping that it's us that gets him, but we
And
might
that's a
mess
good argument to
around,
get Nurse out of here, though, because like we need a coach that will develop players,
but you know how you develop players though is by playing them.
playing them.
If you
Yeah,
don't play the young players, how can you develop them? Because practice is different from the real game. We know that. You're not gonna be able to know what somebody has until you play them. Just like the Dembona. Listen. They just started playing a Dembona because everybody's hurt and they didn't want to play nobody. And a
right.
Dembona is a solid backup.
He will
He's
be
a
a
solid
solid
backup.
backup center coming off the bench. I think he'll be a
Yeah.
great one.
But we didn't know that because they rather play Andre Drummond, or instead of playing Andre Drummond, they will put Yabusele as the backup center. Like,
And
this is the bull
I
crap
know
that Nick
like Paul
Nurse
Reed is
did.
salty about it, but like I would say to Paul Reed's face if I ever met him, I would gladly take Bona over you any day, Paul Reed. Like, be
Yeah,
honest, like, which
I
one would
would.
you rather have, Boner or Paul Reed? Be honest.
Paul Reed.
Are
No,
you
no, 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 no,
crazy?
no, no. A dim boner. A
Crazy.
dim boner. A dim boner.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I
okay,
meant
okay,
I meant to say a dim boner. And then because I like
okay.
his motor a lot better than Paul Reed, his defense is better than Paul Reed, and Paul Reed has no offensive game at all. At least a dim boner tries to score. Paul Reed has no offensive game at all, and he just gets some easy dunks once in a while, and he's
Because
very
he's a power
enthusiastic with
forward
his
that
dunk.
can't shoot.
Yes, I'm not a big Paul Reed fan, but at the end of the day, yeah, Paul Reed. I don't know if he was talking trash, but nah. But let me say this right now. We didn't know about Jared McCain until he finally got the opportunity. And Jared McCain,
Eh,
before he got hurt, I didn't. I'm gonna talk for myself. I didn't know about Jared McCain until he started playing. I said, "Oh, hold on now." Even my guy, even my homie Eastwood, right? That's my homie. Come on, bro. This my boy Eastwood said that he got him like when it comes to his full game over Tyrese Maxey, bro. I don't got him over Tyrese, but
mm,
people got him on that level because of his complete game when it comes to facilitating Tyrese. But I'll always say this. This is what I do to counter people that think Tyrese Maxey isn't up there. I use this because people keep forgetting that Tyrese Maxey didn't get the opportunity. He did not get the minutes because of Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers did not give Tyrese Maxey much minutes because of Ben Simmons. He didn't give him the opportunity. But then when he finally got the opportunity, he shined. And the more minutes Tyrese Maxey played, the better he
yeah.
got, and the better his production. He was just better.
I think Maxi has higher. I think Maxi still can get better. And I think he has higher upsides than McCain. But they both got pretty like
High
high
upside.
upsides. But their
But
games
McCain,
are like so different. Like I think they complement each other well, but it's just the height. That's the only problem is the height.
yeah, my boy A said McCain has a better bag than Maxey. Naturally, I think he does. But let me say this real quick. Maxey did not get minutes like McCain got. When McCain finally got the minutes, he got minutes, y'all, because everybody was hurt, including Tyrese. And
I mean,
he was putting up numbers.
as a
He was
three-point
putting up
shooter,
some
McCain is
numbers.
better.
Yes. And I
But
think that
I think
he's more
Maxi got like
efficient. He's more efficient too, I think.
his IQ is higher than Maxi. Yeah.
He's more
But Max,
efficient.
I don't know. Maxi just had a down year this year. But
I think Tyrese Maxey is more explosive. When
yeah,
meaning like I think that he's like, yo, Jared McCain, he like compared to Maxey, he's moving like a snail. And Tyrese Maxey's moving like a NASCAR, you know what I mean, like a race car. Like that's how like fast he goes, and he can beat anybody off the dribble. But I like Jared McCain. You don't have to move so fast to break
like
down defenders. You don't have to.
all
Luka is not that fast, and Luka be crossing up everybody.
here's the
Luka be
comparison I
crossing up
got.
everybody.
So I think McCain is more poised than Maxi. Like he plays with a certain calmness. So, and like when
Yeah,
he's on the floor,
calmness.
he makes the offense a
I
lot more
like
calm.
that.
But like Maxi, he kind of reminds me a lot like how Grimes was playing tonight. Like Grimes was making like a bunch of shots that just felt like a punch in the mouth. And Maxi, he has that type of ability. You know, like that Jalen Brunson's type of ability to where like when he makes a big shot, it just stings. It's like, ah,
Yeah.
golly.
And I think that's a good combination, but I so agree. Look, I go back and forth with the size. I understand it is very important, but I always use Josh Hart as an example because he was only 6'3", 6'4", and he was out rebounding centers that are 7 feet. So I understand size is very important, and I agree with you because it helps you out with defense. But Josh Hart is one of the best defenders in the game. Josh Hart is a clutch player. You know what I mean? So I always look at, even though Dylan Harper isn't 6'9" like Ace Bailey, and I gotta do more research on Dylan Harper when it comes to the defensive side of the ball. But if he is anything like my guy Jaylen Brown, y'all know I got a lot of respect for Jaylen Brown, and I'm talking about the defensive side of the ball. I'm not talking about offensively. I'm talking about defense. And if he's anything like Jaylen Brown defensively, it don't matter that he's 6'6",
Well, Mike, look at it
being
this
a
way.
small forward or
You
small.
have to go up against the Celtics. You have to go up against the Cavs. Which player can we draft that we could add to our team right now, fully healthy next year, will help us beat those teams?
I
It's only
think any of
three.
the players that I named, bro.
It's only three. It's just
I,
Bailey, Kaman, and Flag. That's
but
it.
we don't necessarily really know that. That's what I'm saying. We think because of the size, and we going by like we seeing them do their thing in college, and that's all we got to really go by, right? But it's different when you get to the NBA, and you got to think about it like this: developing.
Right.
There's levels
But
to the game.
but Mike, let me
So
ask you this: what can Dylan Harper give us that we do not already have on our team?
I'm not 100% sure yet because he's not in the
There's
NBA.
nothing.
I
I
don't
mean,
know. I
he's not,
don't
he's not
know.
here.
You can say that
There's
about any.
nothing.
Hey, listen, bro. You can say that about any player, any prospect that's coming out of the draft, bro, because you don't know
Yeah,
what these players are going to be like.
that's true.
Regardless of what anybody says about any of the picks, as high as the first pick to whatever pick, because I'm gonna say this right now, you don't know, and I'm not. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna use a very extreme case right now.
Hmm.
Jokic, right? He was a second round pick, y'all,
Yep. So is
and
Draymond.
nobody knew how good he was going to be. And he is one of the greatest players of all time. That's
Hmm.
that's rare, right? That's rare. I'm not saying that's going to happen again, but I'm just using him as an example. Even though you're in the top 6 or top 10, doesn't mean you're going to be better than some of the players that get drafted later in the draft. Because Tyrese Maxey, I forgot who was in the draft. I know Ant-Man was in the draft. I'm not picking Tyrese Maxey over Ant-Man. I'm not crazy. I think Ant-Man's better than Tyrese. But I'd rather, but the off the court stuff, not trying to come and put personal business out there.
Hmm.
Tyrese Maxey is a real, he seems like a really good dude. And I'm not saying Ant-Man's not a good dude, but,
Nah, the off the court stuff, nah.
but, I think it's not too far away from Ant-Man. I'm not going to say that he's up there with Ant-Man, but I feel like Tyrese Maxey is very underrated, bro. I think
No, yeah.
when you have another player that's good on the team, Tyrese Maxey don't have to do everything, bro.
Yeah,
You don't
but
gotta
we
do
got
everything.
Grimes. I think, Mike, you're just not taking into
I'm not taking
consideration like
Grimes
how impactful Grimes will be
because
on
I
a
don't know what
fully
he's gonna
healthy.
do. I don't know what he's gonna do with Tyrese Maxey, and I don't know what he's gonna do with Jared
Grimes
McCain.
is such a good catch and
I
shooter, and that's
I
what we
love.
were lacking.
I understand. No, I understand what you're saying, and I agree.
He played defense.
I agree. We're gonna see what happens, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna do the Tankathon again. Uh, I think we will be thankful for whatever we get. We'll grow to love whatever player we get.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
but the biggest thing is developing an opportunity. No matter what we say, teacher guy again, we have to agree on this. At least agree on this part right here. If they don't play these rookies, it don't even matter what we're saying, bro.
Oh
It don't
no,
even
no.
matter,
Harris
bro.
don't
It don't
play
matter.
our rookie, our lottery pick. He's
Yeah, if
got
they
to go.
he has to play. And this is why I
Absolutely,
don't
yeah.
want Nick Nurse to be the head coach because I'm scared he's not going to play him.
No, I agree.
Especially if Paul George is still on the team. Especially if Joel Embiid is on the team. Even if look, this is how I look at it. I mean, Joel Embiid and Paul George, if they're on the team, right? Even if Joel Embiid stays on the team, and if they have Kamal Maluwach as the second best player in the draft, and they draft him, I would not be mad. That's how much I'm starting to respect his game.
Hmm.
But you got to play him. Even if you have to put him at the power forward and have Joel at the 5. I don't care, bro. I don't
If we
care.
draft him though, that's pretty telling because we'll have Drummond,
Man, get rid of Drummond.
Bona,
Get
and
him out of
Embiid.
here. I don't want Drummond. Get him out of here. Trade him.
You have to trade him for a bag of chips then, because ain't nobody
Don't
gonna want him.
matter, bro. I don't want to see Drummond play anymore, bro. I'm tired of him. He is not good, bro. He's one of the worst signings. I thought he was going to be so much better than what he was when he came to the Sixers. I'm thinking he was going to be the old Drummond when he was the Sixers. This man was washed, bro. He was
Yeah,
not good, bro.
taking them ill-advised 3-point shots, looking like a look like
And
a
look,
idiot.
and look, we got the first overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft right here.
And we taking that ball flag.
Yeah,
We
put,
taking
put
that
him
boy
at
cool.
the 4, and then we got to figure out, and then we could draft our future center
Yo, what would be
in the
perfect
second.
though?
In the second,
I know, like, let's say we can't trade Paul George. If we could at least put him on the bench, if he's willing
oh
to swallow
no,
his pride and sit on
it'll
the
never happen.
bench,
It'll never happen.
because like
He's getting paid
imagine
too
like a
much.
starting lineup with like a healthy Joel Embiid, of course, um, but like Maxey, McCain, Grimes, Coop, and Embiid. That
bro.
offense would be so nice.
Like you said, you pretty much answered your question about like though you really asked the question, but you made a good point. Like politics, bro. You're not gonna sit a max player on the bench. You're
Yeah,
just not
that's the
gonna
only
do it.
thing.
They didn't even sit Tobias Harris, bro, and Tobias Harris ain't even that good. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
they not gonna sit. They honestly, in order for this team to really grow, and I hope that somebody, because there was rumors that Paul George was rumored to possibly get traded to the Hawks. If the Hawks are still trying to get a star, take Paul George from us and give us a first round
Mhm.
pick if it's possible. You know, another team that I would love to try to get him. Like, I was thinking about this like a couple of days ago. I honestly want the Nuggets to lose in the playoffs, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because Jamal Murray is not an All Star. I didn't know Jamal Murray never made an All Star team.
Yeah.
Michael Porter Jr. isn't. He never was an All Star. So pretty much, Jokic is playing with nothing but role players that never was an All Star. I mean, All Stars could be role players too, but you get what I'm saying. Um, if you put a
It,
Paul George on that team, that might be something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. How you feel about that? Like, what could
but
you
they,
get
nah, they
back?
got Michael Porter Jr. Jr. He's better.
And you think he's better? See, that's the problem. Yeah, and he's cheaper, and he's younger, but he's injury prone as well. So he has back
But then
issues.
again, they took Westbrook and DeAndre Jordan at their old wash
I
ages.
look, and
So
I be debating with people all the time, bro. Like people be saying that it's impossible for the Sixers to trade Joel Embiid and trade what's his name Paul George. But I honestly feel like I agree with to disagree with a lot of people because people are going to think about the past. They're going to think about the past and they're going to think, wow, if I could get a Joel Embiid and not give up too much, this is going to be the cheapest you're going to get a player like this because
mhm.
it could play out like
Hornets,
say Joel Embiid plays and he's really good for the Sixers. The price is going up, so you might as well
Hornets.
try to get him. You might as well try to get him when he's cheap. And if I have to just give up one first round pick and someone that's not all that, I'm doing that, bro. Instead of
Me
him
too.
coming back to the Sixers and he plays and he's putting up 30 points or whatever, or 25 and he's looking good, then the price is going up because
If I'm
there's
the
going to be
Hornets,
more
I'm doing it.
teams. You know what I mean? So I think teams are going to want Joel Embiid, and I feel like teams are going to want Paul George, but I want Joel Embiid to request a trade to make it easier for the Sixers to do it. Because until Joel Embiid requests a trade, I don't think they're going to trade him, bro. I got a bad feeling.
And honestly, like I think Joel Embiid is the lesser of the two evils.
Oh,
I
for
feel like
real?
yeah, I'd rather like get rid of Paul George by any means necessary. I feel Joel Embiid, don't get me wrong, he's dead weight, but like at least when he comes in, he'll still like give you effort. He'll still give you like 25 a game. Paul George just look like he's not even trying. He just be chucking
Yeah.
up threes, and like they be all like contested threes.
You know, let me just talk about Joel real quick. I'm gonna read this comment. Luca looks like a Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
why you got to talk about
Luke.
that boy Luca?
Yeah, Luca is like, he reminds me of Jokic, right? And this is no disrespect to Jokic. He's the best center in the game. He's probably the best player in the game. So I'm not disrespecting either one because they're both very great players, right? Well, mainly Jokic, right? He does not He's not doing all that extraness, bro, and he's dominating, right?
Mhm.
Same with Luca. He not doing all that extra. He breaking dudes down and breaking their ankles, and he crossing them up. You don't have to be crazy fast to be successful in the NBA, bro. And that's why and that can help you when it comes to not getting injured. You know what I mean? Like you don't gotta go so fast. And you know what? The players that can master that and switch up their speed when they're driving to the rim, slow it down, go fast, slow it down, go fast. Those are the best players, man. That's the one thing that Michael was doing. He could go super fast or he could go super slow, then go and speed it up again. And he'll always catch a defender off guard because he can switch up his speeds driving to the rim. You know what I mean? And that's like the high elite level, but I respect like the players that can control their speed. And that's the one thing that people say about Tyrese. Sometimes he don't control his speed. He's like out of control sometimes, and that's why he doesn't get the foul call. But I still feel like the refs are be able to call the dang on fouls. If the man's getting smacked in the head or smacked in the arms, how do you miss the calls, bro? It's a foul is a damn, excuse my language. A foul is a foul, or you just not seeing it.
Well, speed is hard to control in general. When you going at like high speed, it's really hard to just stop on a dime and like control all your movements like that. So like
That's
I
true.
can't I can't blame Maxi like that. Like he's still human.
He,
He's
he's
not
still
like
he's
he's
a
not like Sonic the Hedgehog where he could just like go at supersonic speed and just stop on a dime.
but if he can master that a little bit better, he will be on. He's already almost unguardable. But if he can master that a little bit better, it's just sucks because I don't. I just feel like Tyrese Maxey and people could debate me and it's all good and we're gonna have to agree to disagree. I'm not saying Tyrese Maxey can't be the number one option on the championship team, but I just don't feel like he can. And I know people are gonna probably disagree with me. I feel like, in my honest opinion, I know the NBA has changed where point guards could be the number one option. When you talk about the Cavaliers, who's the number one option on the Cavs?
Uh Donovan Mitchell.
He's a point guard, shooting guard, right? But I think Donovan Mitchell is bigger. Is he tall? He's taller than Tyrese, right?
Oh yeah.
And
He's
then you
like
got Luka.
six
He's a
five,
point.
six
He's a
six.
point guard. He's a shooting guard, but he got height on him. He got height. He got height on him.
But
I
here's the
don't know
thing.
about it. And AI, of course, AI was the top dog at one point,
Yeah.
but that's but
But
AI's a
like you
different
don't
dude.
need Maxi to be the number one option every single night.
That's why we
Like
need
if he
another
could
All
be
Star.
because like in that Knicks series last year, and I was watching you on the stream, and whatnot. Like he saved the
Oh
Sixers
yeah,
seasons by sending the game into overtime. So
yeah.
like if he could still do that, like he could still be clutch. He could still be an option in like clutch moments, but he don't have to be the number one guy that we're running the offense through night in, night out, because that's going to be like what's going to cause us to lose games because he's easy to game plan for, unfortunately, because he's
And
so small and teams know what he's going to do.
my question is, who's going to be our next All Star player?
That boy Coop, if we draft him, or like maybe
You think?
McCain,
Do you think Ace could be an All Star?
potentially, yeah. In
Do you
my
think?
opinion,
Do you
he
think
got like
Malawach could be an All Star?
uh, nah, he gives me like Rudy Gobert vibes, but that's not
Oh,
necessarily
don't
a bad
say
thing.
that. Don't you
That's
know
not a
how I
bad
feel
thing.
about Rudy? You know
That's
how I
not a
feel
bad
about
thing.
Rudy. Are you
Rudy was
gonna?
balling tonight.
I might go live, Malik, for the championship game. Yep. Is Duke winning, y'all? Is Duke winning? I'm gonna look it up right now. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna see what happens when it comes down to it, when it comes down to this draft. But yeah, Duke is beating Houston. The only team I got beating Duke is Houston, bro. If they can beat, if Duke don't lose to Houston, ain't nobody beating Duke, in my honest opinion.
So it's gonna be
What's your
Duke in
opinion?
Florida.
Who you got winning everything? Duke.
Duke is taking it all. I don't think
Who's the
anybody can stop
top
him.
dude what's the top team that can beat Duke in your opinion? Who you think got a chance to beat Duke?
No, it's just coming down. It's just coming down to Duke and Florida, right? It's like the final,
Yeah.
like the
They
final.
beaten Houston by 6, 34-28. So it's close. It's halftime. Let me put the smack.
Who's that boy Clayton Jr.? What's yeah, like that's like their best player. And I don't think he got anything on like Canupo or like on Flag.
Right.
So they'll get smoked.
Yeah. We're gonna see. We're gonna definitely see. I'm putting up the scoreboard right now. We're gonna watch. We're not watch it, but we're gonna put the box score up. Let me put the box score up for this game. But yeah, my
Michael
guy
Porter
said
Jr. is
Michael
a
Porter.
Tobias.
Uh, who would I rather have? You know what I mean?
I'd rather have
I'm
Mike.
having Mike. Yeah, I'm having Mike. I can't stand. Look, I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't want Tobias Harris ever to step foot in a Sixer uniform again. No
Definitely
disrespect.
not. Definitely not.
His whole, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's. I'm not saying he's a bad person. I think he's probably a good person. All right, so for Houston, the leading scorers is LJ Cryer. I think that's how you say his name, with 12 points. And then let's go for Duke. Duke. Come on, Malawach is the leading scorer for the Duke.
Our future
Duke
center.
Blue Devils. And he has my bad. He has 6 points. My bad. That is hold on. Who's that? 12. Con Nepal or Nepal? Who's that? Is that a shooting guard?
I think I think he's their small forward.
Small forward. He's 2 or 3 from 3. He has 12 points. Cooper has 8. Malawach has 6, and he has he has 0 rebounds. Come on,
Coop?
bro. Nah, Malawach has 0 rebounds.
I can't see the screen so tiny. Oh,
Oh, my
I
bad.
can zoom in.
Let me put it.
No, no,
Send it
no.
to
You good? I can zoom in.
Hold on. Let me. I'm not sure if you can see it better that. Well, you probably can't see it better that way. Hopefully you can.
Oh, you gotta move me. You gotta move our
Let me see.
faces so I can see all the players.
Yeah. Hold on. Dang. Hold on. That's not gonna work.
Here we go.
Dang. That's not gonna work.
The if you could put us vertically.
Regular.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
All right. Canoopal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want him though.
No, I don't
Like
want him either.
he's gonna
Heck
be a
no.
lottery pick too, but I don't
Oh,
want him.
he is. He
Yeah,
is. Well,
yeah.
Duke got a whole squad then.
Well, yeah. Their center, Canoopal and Flag. That's like, yeah, they all top
Top
10.
3. Damn, you got 3 picks in the lottery on your team. Dang. All right, so Cooper's 3 of 8 from the field, 1 or 2 from 3. He has 8 points.
Malawach gotta do better. 0 rebounds, and
Yeah,
you
0
7'2".
rebounds.
That's
Yeah.
just pathetic.
Oh, dang, don't say that, bro. Don't say that. It could be our future
Nah,
center.
that's our future center. He can't get a rebound.
Yo, that's
That
our
would be
worst
so
night.
Sixers,
Hey,
man.
that would be our worst nightmare, right?
That would
He
be so
said,
Sixers, man.
he said, my boy Malik said Tyrese Maxey still have those games where he looks nervous. We seen him try to carry the Sixers team. It was trash garbage. He doesn't come through enough. Look at the difference between him and Jalen Brunson. Yeah, Jalen Brunson is better
This year, he's better.
this year, but I'm choosing Tyrese over
He's going
Jalen
to have a
Brunson,
downward
bro.
trend because, like, you can't keep up that type of style of play for a long time and still be good.
I like Jalen. You know the Mavericks. I just thinking about what they had. They had Luca and Jalen Brunson, bro.
But Brunson wasn't as good at that
Yeah,
time.
he wasn't that good because it was Luca's team. But just think about it's kind of like I always compare like James Harden when James Harden left the Thunder and went to the Rockets.
Yeah.
He exploded. But I'm just thinking about everything, bro. It's just crazy how the NBA works when more players get more opportunity. If you give them opportunity, they can shine sometimes. Even the
And
guys
that's what
that are
you're saying
6
about
men in the league.
Grimes right now because
Okay,
Grimes now he got the opportunity. He's good, but
he's good.
we
And the
don't need him to
Mavericks
be all
lost
that
him.
good next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something wrong with that
I'm nervous
franchise.
about the center position. Y'all, you know why? You know,
Why?
huh?
It's
You
about
said
like
why?
for come on. You talk about for come on because of come on or
I'm talking about the history of what the Sixers been doing, bro. Norland's Noel. I'm not saying he was a bad center. He was average, a little bit higher than average. Jahlil Okafor was terrible in defense, but he was okay offensively. Then you talk about what's the bull? Andrew Bynum. We got him.
yeah.
That was a horrible pickup. And then when you talk about who else? Am I missing somebody? Then you
Norland,
got
Noel, Jahlil Okafor.
Joel Embiid. As much as I love Joel, the man's always hurt. So I'm like a little nervous. And look, as a center, you supposed to by halftime, you supposed to have at least 1 rebound, bro. You can't be shut out in
You got way
rebounds.
more than that. You gotta have
No,
at
I'm
least
saying
like
at the very
6.
least, give me some rebounds, bro. NBA is different. So if he ain't getting rebounds in college in a game that they need to win, I'm a little bit nervous about this pick
Well,
because
here's the thing though. Like in order to build a good NBA team, you gotta have a good point guard first. That's like first and foremost. That's like
we got that.
that's just like in NFL. You need a good quarterback. You need a good point guard, and you gotta have a good center. Just like in the NFL, you gotta have like a good like wide receiver. If you don't have those 2 things, you ain't going nowhere.
You know what's crazy is the Sixers had a very I feel so bad for throughout the history when especially for AI they never had they had Mutombo. I'm not RIP to Mutombo, but they didn't have that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
They didn't have that wing. Who was the best wing that AI ever had?
Probably freaking I want to say Iguodala because they played like a year or 2 together.
That's crazy. And I like Iggy. Iggy is an all-time great. He's gonna be in the Hall of Fame, but he won those MVPs because he was on a great team like the Warriors, bro. Let's keep it real. I'm not hating on Iggy. Iggy's clutch when it counts. I'm not hating one of the best defenders that I have seen since I didn't get to see Scottie Pippen, but but people said he reminds them of Scottie Pippen. Is that accurate? Does he
Iggy,
remind you of
nah,
Scottie Pippen? Because Iggy was very good on defense. Is he as good as Scottie Pippen on defense, in your opinion?
definitely not. I would
No.
take like a prime Scotty any day.
Oh yeah. But offensively, is he better than Scottie? Because he was clutch. He
Even
made clutch
offensively,
shots.
he was good in the finals. But like, if you look at his game overall, he was just okay.
Yeah, Scottie Pippen. I was looking at some of his highlights, bro. That man was nasty, bro. That man
Yeah,
was nasty. I said, oh my gosh. And I'm just trying to imagine who was going to ever beat the Chicago Bulls, bro. Like, let me look up
them
the
bad boy
roster,
Pistons.
bro. Yeah, that is true. Until they got over the hump. That was it. After that, it was a wrap. Um, yeah, yeah. Chicago Bulls. Chicago Bulls, man, was different. The 95, let's look at the 95, 96. Trying to see what the players on here. All right, so yeah, Dennis Rodman. Goshly.
And he from my
That was
hometown too.
Dennis Rodman, man. And you
We were
talk
born in the
about
same hospital.
oh, for real.
Yeah.
Wow. 95 team. Look up the whole roster, man, because I want to see what they had on this team, bro. They had Ron Harper, Steve Kerr, Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Rodman was a rebound machine. You could say all this stuff about the off the court stuff is kind of weird, but at the end of the day, man, he was a great defender, a great rebounder. How tall was
Perfect
he?
power
Because
forward.
perfect power forward. That's what I like about Charles Barkley too. He wasn't on the Bulls, but Charles Barkley wasn't that tall, and he was a rebound machine. Charles Barkley was a
I mean,
rebound
rebound is
machine,
all
bro.
about boxing out and like hustling hard for it.
But why don't the Sixers do it though, bro? You make
We
it sound so easy, but how come the Sixers don't do it?
effort. We do a lot of ball watching. I
Why
mean,
is that?
like today, I saw freaking what's his name, Marvin Bagley. Like there was a rebound we got off of a missed shot, and like Bagley watched the ball go right over his head. He didn't even try to go for it. He let freaking what's his face, um, the boy that used to play on the Knicks.
Okay.
He, he let DiVincenzo.
Shout out to Daniel in the building.
Even he let DiVincenzo just take it. Hello.
I'm listening. I'm just reading this
Ah,
comment. Jalen Brunson comes through more times than not. You can trust him. You might not like his flopping, but he fight and keeps his team alive always and active. Tyrese Maxey, the team rarely comes back to win. Okay. But he has a better overall team. The New York Knicks has OG Anunoby. The New York Knicks has Mikal Bridges. The New York Knicks has Towns, and they all play most of their games. And Tyrese Maxey's best player that he played with was Jarrett McCain. Joel Embiid didn't play. Paul George didn't play a lot with Tyrese Maxey. So you just got to think about everything that comes with it. You know, that's why I try not to put too much pressure on Tyrese, even though he is getting paid. You gotta give him a little bit of grace because he didn't have his complete team, and that's why Teacher Got Game keeps talking about Nick Nurse. He didn't have his players. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
He didn't have his players, and I understand that. But my whole point is when he did have some of his players, like the point guards, he didn't play Jarrett McCain. You know
yeah.
what
He
I
was
mean?
doing a little too much experimenting too.
Experimenting, bro. And I'm looking at the what's the bull? How you say the bull's name? Tony Kukoc, or how you say it? What's his name? Tony. It's the small forward for the Bulls, number 7.
That current
Uh,
player, I don't know.
no, not current player. I'm talking about the 95-96 team for the Bulls. Tony
Tony.
Kukoc, or I don't know how to say his name on them. He was nice. Steve Kerr was a 3-point machine. Ron Harper. Then you got there's what else? Their center, James Edwards, their center. Uh, uh, Bill Wennington, uh, what's his name? Dickie Simpkins, Jack Haley, Jason Cathy. They had a lot of plays I don't even know nothing about. I ain't gonna say her and cap on you. But the Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, those are the dudes I really know. I'm just keeping it real. I don't really know too much of the other players. I was probably like 3 years old when these guys were winning championships and stuff, man.
Yeah, I was like 5. I mean,
Yeah,
I
like,
knew of Michael Jordan, but I
listen,
wasn't
bro.
into basketball like that. I
Yeah,
ain't know nothing, but you just
exactly.
put the ball in the hoop.
My name is Michael because probably Michael Jordan. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. That's
Yeah,
how great Michael Jordan was. But I always say it's because of God, and I always say it's because of God. Number one gave me my name and the Archangel Michael. But
yeah. Crazy part is
you
my first name is Jordan, so my whole entire life people been asking me like, "Oh, you named after Michael Jordan?" I've been getting that
yo,
my whole life.
there's what's crazy? Like there's a guy I used to when I used to work at Kmart. This dude, his name was Michael Jordan, bro.
Yeah.
Like literally, first name Michael, last name Jordan, and you know they named him after Michael Jordan. I promise you they did. I promise you they did, bro. Was a solid bench player who nailed a good few clutch shots. Yup, yeah. See, yeah, I gotta do more research on the history with the Bulls. The Bulls is such a great. I probably gotta watch that the documentary on Netflix. I'm not sure if it's still on Netflix, the Bulls, but for them to three-peat twice, that was amazing. I don't think any team in NBA history three-peated twice.
It ain't happening in this era.
It ain't happening in this era. The closest would probably been the Spurs when they had Tim Duncan, but they didn't even do that.
Now
They
the
got
Lakers, they
five
did it once,
chips.
right?
They didn't three-peat twice, bro. I don't
Oh,
know. I don't
twice,
know.
twice, nah,
Twice. They
nah,
went,
that ain't happening.
they won three straight. Michael retired, came back. I think they just lost, and then they came back. I mean, for a complete season, they three-peated.
Adam
If
Silver
I'm
would never allow that to happen.
You said what?
Adam Silver would never allow a team to three-peat that much.
Man, you can't stop it. Say we get that Bull Cooper flag, and we had that Bull Tyrese and McCain and Quentin Grimes, and I hate saying this, y'all, a healthy Joel Embiid, who gonna stop us?
Nobody.
Nobody stopping
We
us, bro.
knocking everybody off. We like
Yeah.
Jason Tatum. Who?
And
Celtics? Who?
honestly, I'll even say I know people don't think Ace Bailey is up there with Cooper, and I'm not saying he is. I don't think he's up there with Cooper. I'm gonna keep it real, but I feel like people are sleeping on Ace Bailey, and I don't think it's gonna be like I was trying to prove not really prove my point, but just pretty much explain to people like every prospect that comes out of the draft is all development. It just depends on how good they are at the start. Everybody has to develop because the NBA is a whole nother level, and it's all about the coaching. So, and if they get the opportunity, I think
Well,
Ace Bailey, if he starts at power forward and has Joel Embiid as the center, I think Ace Bailey going to average 15 to 20 points a game. I just got
well,
a feeling, y'all. I
Mike.
got a
This
feeling.
draft, this draft is like it's like a few superstar potential players in there, but mostly like really good role players.
Who you got the
And
superstars? Who you got the superstars? And who you got all stars, potential all stars, potential superstars? Who you got? But Cooper is gonna be the superstar, right? Hello?
hello.
Oh,
Oh,
I
sorry.
hear you.
Can
So
you hear
who's
me?
the superstar? Yeah, I hear you. Who's the
Okay.
superstar and who's the all star?
Can you pull up the list real quickly? Because I was trying to I want to make sure that I get it right myself.
All right, I got you. Hold on.
The mock draft list.
Yeah,
Because
there you go, bro. You see it? Oh no, you don't see
nah,
it. My
I
bad. I
still
got
see
the wrong. I
the
got the
game.
wrong thing on. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We go live for almost every Sixer game in Phillies game. We cover the Phillies and the Sixers, but I will be covering the playoffs for the Eastern Conference and Western Conference. And we will be doing card reveals, meaning I will be opening up cards for MLB and NBA on this channel, and we're going to see what happens. If I get any rare cards, y'all let me know. But let me put up this Tankathon on real quick for my guy right here. Tell me if you see it now. Do you see it? There you
Yes.
go. All
All
right,
right.
cool.
All right. So let me zoom in. All right. So off that top of the list, I think superstar players possibly will be like obviously Cooper Flag. Um. Oh, sorry, it just went away. Okay,
Okay.
there we go. All right. Ace Bailey.
You saying for
Edge.
superstar? You saying superstar or all star? Just all star.
Oh, only superstar is probably Cooper Flag. All star is probably
All right.
everybody. All right, Cooper Flag's the only superstar I see
Okay.
coming
Okay.
out. Um, All star like Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey, Edgecombe maybe. After that, I think everybody else is just like good role players.
Hmm. Okay.
Like Trey Johnson, man, that's a role player. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
no. Trey Johnson might be an all-star. I'll take that.
I think he gonna
I'll
be an
take that back.
all-star. I'm
He
about
might
to
be an
say,
all-star.
hey, listen, he be getting look. He be getting buckets. I'm not saying he the best player on this in this draft, but he might mess around, be a top two player. When look, in 5 years we might be talking about why did we skip Trey Johnson. I'm
Right.
just saying, bro.
Why they got
I'm
Jaka
just
Jonas
saying.
as a Sixer top 5 pick? Hell no.
Hey, listen, I don't know about
Hell
him.
no.
I don't know too much about him, bro. I don't
No,
know
I
too much
would
about him.
rather I don't well, they say he's a good passer. I
Oh, for
mean,
real.
they say that. And I mean those 5.3 assists, that's pretty good. Like they say he's a really good playmaker. But we don't need that.
We got a lot of playmakers on this team. He said, oh, he said, you were right, Mike. Tony. Cool. Yeah. Tony. Cool.
Asa
Okay, cool.
Noel sounds intriguing as hell, man.
Who?
Asa Noel,
Okay.
6'10", 19 points, 8.5 rebounds. That sounds intriguing. Power forward. Ooh.
Hold on. That's good. Let me say something. I'm missing some comments. So he said Denver Nuggets don't have a good point guard. But I guess that's Jokic, who is a great passer. Okay. Teacher got Tuna Sports said, teacher, you from New Jersey? With a question mark.
Yeah.
Okay. Brunson and Maxey, not even a debate. Oh, snap.
Right now it's not a debate, but like
Oh,
last year you could
snap.
argue that.
All right, so yeah. Dylan Harper, dad, won with Mike. Oh, for real?
Oh, for real.
Let me look up that.
I heard he was related to Ron Harper.
Oh, that's his dad?
Oh shoot, nah, we taking Dylan Harper then. Give me that boy Dylan Harper.
Ron Harper,
He
6
got
foot
that
6.
95 Bulls pedigree on him.
Oh my gosh. Can somebody
That changes everything. He got that 95
Hey,
Bull
listen.
pedigree. We taking Dylan Harper.
We might have to go that route, bro.
Quentin Grimes,
Hey,
man, see you.
listen.
Good luck on your next team.
Hey, listen. We got a champion type mindset.
Jared McCain, I'll see you later, homies.
Hey,
Good luck on your next team.
listen. Hey,
We got Dylan Harper.
bro. Hey, I can see Dylan Harper at the 1 or 2.
We need a dog up in here.
And he's 6'6", playing
Is
point.
Dylan Harper a dog?
Imagine, and we can trade McCain for. Listen, how about this? Hear me out, y'all. People ain't gonna like what I'm about to say.
Talk that talk, man. What you
I'm gonna
got?
talk that talk, y'all. Listen.
Talk that.
Say for
talk.
instance, right? We have the 2nd overall pick, and we draft Dylan Harper with that pick. We could trade Jared McCain.
I'm cool with it.
Listen. We could trade Jared McCain to any of the top 3 to 3, whoever's a top 6 team.
Mhm.
Trade Jared McCain to whoever it is and draft either Ace Bailey. No. And draft the center from Duke. The center from Duke. So get you a Dylan Harper, play him at the 1 or the 2, and have Tyrese Maxey at the 1 or the 2, and draft the center. So we trade Jared McCain for the center from Duke.
You have to give him like a 2nd round pick too, probably.
We probably have to give up Jared McCain and a 2nd round pick or a future 1st round pick. I don't even care, bro, at this point. I really don't care. It could be a few. I don't know. Maybe a 2nd
We
round
hooping.
pick.
We hooping if we do that.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
I love McCain, but like, nah, we got to make that move.
And we trade on draft night PG to who wanted him? The Hawks? Let me look
We
at the
trade him
Hawks
to New
roster.
Orleans.
They ain't gonna want him. They ain't gonna want him. Let me look at the Hawks, because the Hawks was rumored to want Paul George. Let me look at the Hawks roster, because I don't even know who's on the dang on roster besides Trae Young. I'm gonna keep it real. They
got
traded
Trae
DeAndre.
What's his? Yeah.
They suck, bro. The Hawks don't got
Jalen Johnson. That's what I'm thinking about. They got
don't
that boy
no money,
Niang.
bro. Oh my gosh, they got Niang. We don't want none of that. Listen, we trade Paul George to the Hawks. Give us whatever you want. I don't care, bro. Give us whatever. Give me
Taking Niang back.
Listen, bro. I even take Niang back, bro. Get off of that contract, bro. I would like to get a forward, but they're not going to look. If you want Paul George, we can hype him up. We're going to say Paul George is a 2-way player. We could say Paul George is still good in his prime. We could, you know what I mean? He was just didn't want to play for the Sixers. He just wanted to play for the Hawks. His dream was to play for the Hawks, and that's what he was waiting for. We could hype him up like that, and we go get a forward from the Hawks, a younger, cheaper deal. I know you got to make the money work, though, right? That's how that works in the NBA. You got to make the money work, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know how that's gonna work. What about a Terrence Mann?
Yeah.
Right? Would they do that?
Nah, he's 6'5". We don't need that.
Nah, he can play.
Now if we trade, now if we
forward.
getting 6, now if we getting Dylan Harper 6'6", Dylan Harper.
We got a 6'6" guard, bro. Then we got Tyrese Maxey. What is it, like 6'1"?
Yeah.
Quentin Grimes, 6'5".
5.1 rebounds. That's intriguing.
Yeah, 6'5". Who am I talking about? Quentin Grimes could be the 3, and Terrence Mann could be the 4, and Maliach could be the 5. But
Mike,
Maliach,
would you want that boy Derek Queen
over the Duke guy?
Definitely not over the Duke guy, but look at them stats.
What's his stats? Talk to me. What's his stats? Talk to me.
19.6 points, 10.6 rebounds.
Oh yeah.
1.3 steals, 1.3 blocks. It's just that height. That's the only thing that scares me is that height. Because I want a 7-footer. But them points is intriguing.
Hold on. As long as he's 6'10" and up, bro, he could be center. But let me tell you,
ain't tall enough. Go ahead.
I
My
don't
bad.
think that's true. Let me tell you why. Guess who just got in the Hall of Fame? That's not 7 foot.
Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard got in the. You want to know how tall?
6'11", right?
Nope. Hold up. He's not 6'11".
He's 6'11", I think.
No, he not. He's 6'10".
He is
6'10". And he's one of the greatest centers of all time.
For real.
I'm just saying, bro. That's why I say 6 foot. It's know what it is. When you're 6'10", if you're not 7 foot, it's all about what? The motor.
Yeah.
Does the guy have the motor?
But Queen, he don't play any defense. He's a good offensive player though.
Oh no, I don't want that then. If he don't play no defense, I'm not feeling that. Give me the center from Duke.
Yeah, I'm picking Asa Noel. That's intriguing, man. 6'10", 9 rebounds basically, 19 points. Ooh. And he a power forward. Ooh. That's like perfect height for power forward.
You know what I was thinking, bro?
I would let Yabi walk for him.
You know what I'm thinking, bro? Let's keep it real, bro. I got Harper over Ace now, bro. And now that my boy Tuna Sports said that and gave me the game, he said Harper, he got that pedigree, bro.
That 95 Bulls pedigree. That's what we need. We need a dog. If he got that dog mentality, I'll take him all day.
They said, my boy A said the only reason why the Bulls didn't win 8 in a row is because MJ retired because his father. Oh, yeah. I remember. Yeah, I don't remember that, but I heard of that. Yup. Tuna Sports was laughing because he's like, yo, I ain't know Harper, his father was a champion. I didn't know that.
All right, then our draft is obviously Coop, Harper, Bailey, and come on. If we don't get those 4, we just gonna trade down and get some assets.
Right. Chicago Bulls are looking legit lately. Chicago Bulls ain't doing nothing, bro. 76ers get Kobe away from the Bulls. That was a nice signing.
Only way I'm taking Jerry Queen is if we trade down and get some like assets for that.
Peace out, A. My hey, I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you. I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000, bro. My list goes Cooper, then Harper, then it's a tie between. I don't know. It's hard, man. I like Ace Bailey too, though, bro.
Yeah,
Ace Bailey. It depends. Whoever we get, I'm happy with, to be honest with you. But we gotta trade. If we get Dylan Harper,
except for what's on the screen right now. I ain't happy with that.
Oh yeah. You're right. I feel like. Let me do the sim. Let me switch that up because we don't want to see that. We don't damn. We
definitely don't want to see that. We definitely don't want to see that. Nah, I don't want to see that. I don't want no Trey Johnson.
All right, Ace Bailey at 3. Okay.
All right. I'm cool with that. Yeah, I ain't cool with that. Look at that number 1.
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. At least we keep our top 6 and we get Ace Bailey out of
Oh,
there. You
if
know
they
what I
get
mean?
flagged, that will sting so much. They will
Yeah,
cook
yeah.
us every time we play them.
Nah, we'll be all right because we got Ace. You know what I mean? We got Ace. We going to trade Jared. No, I mean, we don't have to trade Jared McCain. If we draft Ace Bailey, we don't have to trade Jared McCain. But if we
Nah,
draft Dylan Harper, I truly feel like we need to trade Jared McCain and try to get a center. That's
I
my honest opinion.
I
No matter
agree.
what, I want a center in this draft because I don't trust Joel. I'm not. I'm tired of saying win healthy, win healthy. I'm tired of doing that, bro.
But if you look at our pick in the second round in the mock, like it looks like we will take a center though.
Hold on, let me look. Let me look. Let me look. Let me look.
Yeah, if you
Hold
scroll
on, hold
down,
on.
yeah.
Let me look. Let me look. Oh crap! Right there. Nah, power forward.
Oh no, they had us taking
6'9".
Ryan Kalkenbriner or whatever his name was.
Yeah, let me do it another sim. I'm gonna do it again. See if they change it up. All right, so we still at the 3rd spot. That's good. Let's see what we got. Same guy. What the heck? Why didn't they got us draft as center? You know Joel Embiid got it. All right, you keep our pick, but let's see what they do right here. Center. Who is JT Toppin, bro? Or Topin from Texas Tech?
Them points is intriguing. Oh, the rebounds intriguing. Ah,
12.4 rebounds
Texas Tech
on
is a
2
good school.
blocks. I'm gonna have to look this bull up. What's his name? JT Topin or Toppin?
JT Toppin.
Let me
I
look
looked
him
I
up.
looked him up before. He's all right. He ain't bad. He ain't bad.
Let me look him bull up real quick. What's up with bull? Who's winning, Duke or Let me look it up right now. Let me see. Let me see.
If
Oh,
we
Duke
draft
is
that
winning. Duke is
in the
winning.
second round, that would be nice. That would be real nice. Them
Yeah,
stats is good.
them stats is really good, but it's still college. But still, you dominating where you dominate. You're allowed to do that.
Exactly.
As long as you
Exactly.
dominate at the level that you're playing, I'm cool. Now, if you're
Exactly.
not dominating, then that's an issue.
Now, if that transferred into the NBA to like 12 points a game off the bench, I'm cool with that. If those points half, and those rebounds half, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm cool with
That's
that
a
too.
solid role player.
Oh, Cooper
That's somebody
Flag
that
is
could be in the.
cooking.
What he got?
He has 18 points. What's it? Nepal. He has
Panople.
Nopal. He has 15 points. Common only has 0 rebounds. What?
Our future center only has 0 rebounds.
Oh
That's not a
my
good sign.
gosh, bro.
We
I'm
we gonna
blaming
trade.
you. You
we
put
gonna.
me on. Hey, listen, bruh. You put me on, and this man got 0 rebounds still,
Nah,
bruh.
he don't need to ball out like that. He already
Is he
know. Oh, we going
hurt?
to the finals. We don't need to ball out like that.
And he only put up 2 shots.
He don't need to ball out like that today.
Oh my gosh, bro. I don't know, bro. I might have to go with the Queen guy, bro. Look, I might have to go Queen, bruh. I ain't gonna sit in cat. What's Queen doing in the
Derek Queen. I don't want no 6'10" center though. He gonna get cooked.
Nah, bro. You can't go by the height if he's 6'10". I'm telling you, Dwight Howard was 6'10", bro. Some of the greatest power forwards and centers were not 7 feet. I'm
That's
telling
true.
you, bro. How tall is Tim Duncan?
He 6'10", yeah.
Look, I'm trying to give you. Look,
Nah,
I'm
he's
trying to keep
6'11".
you
He's
open
6'11". I just
minded.
looked it up today.
He's 6'11". He's not 7 feet though. That's an inch bigger.
But he a
That's an
power
inch tall.
forward.
But he played center a lot as well, y'all. He played center and he played power forward. He did both throughout his career. Especially later in his career, he played center. And the only reason why he was power forward a lot of the time is because of who was center. Do you remember? Early in his career, why was he not
Robinson.
center? Right. He couldn't play center over Robinson. Well, he
Robinson
could.
was he even all that good?
Yeah, he was good. He was good. For the time and what he did, he was a great defender, great rebound, good. He was good. He was good. I don't know about offensively, but defender, absolutely amazing. You know what I mean? But yeah, you don't have to be 7 feet to be good to play center. Look at Bam. Bam is playing center, and Bam is a pretty darn good player.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro. Just keep open-minded
Yo,
with the heights, bro.
Just
Because
look at this draft, dog. It's like so many good players in there.
what's
That's
Bam
wild.
averaging?
Bam? I don't even know. Probably like
nine,
18.
17, 17.8, 9.6 rebounds. He's 6'9", bro. Playing
Yeah.
center.
Nah, I can't have a small center though. I need to have like a 7 footer. I
Now,
just feel like
now, if
that's
he
the
goes
need.
against, like for instance, right? And I hate bringing up Joel, but I bring up Joel because no one can guard him when he's healthy. It's same. Look, if he goes against Joel, he's getting cooked. A healthy Joel. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Because he doesn't got the size. But if he gets the six, but you got to think about the height, right? But not only the height. What about his arm length? Because you could be 6'10" with a 7'2" wingspan. You know what I mean? So depending on his wingspan, he can guard a center that is 7'1" or whatever. If his wingspan is now, it's bad if he's 6'10" and his wingspan ain't all that. You get what I'm saying? Because you could guard a taller player, and I think that's why Dwight Howard was so good, plus his high motor, because he was 6 foot, what, 6'10", 6'9". I think 6'10", right? So, you know, it just depends. It just really depends, bro, on
Nah,
the
if we
matchup.
get Kaman Malawach though, like Jalen Brunson ain't getting no buckets in the paint.
Oh,
Freaking
you think so?
he gonna block everything.
Hmm.
The dude can guard the basket without even jumping. That's
Right.
how good he is. I don't know. I just think he would be like like in the draft. He'll be the perfect Joel Embiid replacement
You think
because
so?
he
I don't know,
because
man. We'll
because he
see. We'll
played the
see.
style of center that you need. He plays above the rim. He got a high motor. Like he's like a slightly more polished Bona and got the better height
Right. Yeah,
and way higher basketball IQ.
and I looked up Tim Duncan's position. They got him as power forward and center. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like it depends on who he was playing with at the time, but he did both. And even when it comes to Michael Jordan, he played what he could play 1 through 3. 1 through 3. He can be the shooting. He can be the point guard. He can be the even though he didn't play point guard all that. He was more of a shooting guard, and he played small small forward as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
At
think they
six
mostly
foot
have him at
six.
shooting guard though.
They have him. They have him. He could be a shooting guard. I think they got. They might have him listed as shooting guard, but he was a small forward too. He was a small forward too. Let me look it up. Let me look up Michael Jordan's position. But either way, even if he was a shooting guard, that's a 6'6" shooting guard, bro. Dylan
Yeah,
Harper. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that he gonna be Michael, but I'm just saying, bro. They got him listed as a small forward, shooting guard, and they got outfielder. What the heck is an outfielder? Does that mean a wing? What does that mean? What
probably
does an
so.
outfielder mean?
Yo, that's crazy though. Dylan Harper got his dad was on the '95 Bulls. He's got
What's his
that
name? What's his name again? Ron Harper?
Ron Harper. Yeah,
Harper. How many championships? I want to know which repeat or how many championships did he? He has 5. So he has 5 freaking rings. So he was with Michael Jordan all this dang on time. No. That's a lie. He was with Michael Jordan for some, and then he was with the Lakers. Oh, shoot. He had 5 championships during his career, 3 with the Chicago Bulls, 1996 to 1998, and 2 with the Lakers, 2000 to 2001. Oh, my gosh. Harper was known for his versatile playing style as he could play both guard position and small forward. What did I tell you about Dylan Harper? 6'6"
yes.
could be a small forward, bro. Yeah, yes, I understand we love size. But man, this man has championship pedigree.
All right, my opinion on Dylan Harper completely changed tonight. I think he's definitely my number 2 now.
I did not know his father was a champ. Yo, shout out to my guy Tune In Sports. He knows his basketball, bro.
Yo, for real, respect. Tune in, respect.
Hold on. He might be though. Hold on, let me listen to the comments. Y'all definitely need a starting center. We do need a starting center though. But
Facts.
listen,
Tune in.
if we draft number 2, I'm trading McCain, bro.
Me too.
I'm not trading
I
Tyrese
love
Maxey.
McCain too, but nah.
Give me a center from Duke or give me Queen, bro. Give me a
Um,
center, bro.
we could probably get a good center in the second round, but
No. We going first round, bro. We going first round.
our
We going
center, it totally depends on whether Joel Embiid's going to be at least 80% of himself. If he's at least 80, we'll be solid. We'll be all right.
Bro,
Because I
he
think
getting traded, bro.
I don't think so.
Hold on. Let me read the rest of this comment. Boston Celtics, they are hot right now. A hot Boston is dangerous. Yeah, they're not. They're not. Would be the worst feeling for the. Yo, I hope they don't win back to back. You ain't lying. Obi Toppin, he's related. It might be former Cavaliers, by the way. Yeah, yeah. So Harper was on a few teams, but I like the fact that he has five. I thought he only got like 3 championships. The man got 5 championships, bro.
And he gonna teach his
Harper,
son how to win.
oh my gosh, bro. You already know he has that winning mentality. He might have not won in college. I don't know how that didn't happen in college, but I'm
Because
pretty
the
sure that.
Rutgers only had 2 good players. Everybody else kind of sucked around him.
Oh, okay. So it's just Ace and Dylan, right?
Yeah.
Damn. Excuse my language, but dang. That sucks. Look at the guy from Florida Gators. Who you talking about? Who from Florida
Clayton
Gators?
Jr.
Where's he rank at on the list right here?
He not in the. I don't think he even on the list.
He not a draft
Nah.
prospect?
He probably maybe he in the second round. Wait, yeah, he on the list. I just saw him.
Oh, where is he
Oh,
up
he
top?
he projected to go. Nah, he in the
Where he at?
second
What
round.
number? Oh,
He
second round?
I think he's going to be drafted to the Kings. 41.
Oh, Walton Clayton Jr. Okay, from Florida Kings. 7'1". 252 pounds. I'm not feeling the weight though.
Nah, you look at the wrong one. 41. 41.
Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad. Okay, PG, point guard. My bad. All right, so
That's like role
six foot
player
three.
numbers right there. That's role player stats, and that's
Yeah,
way too
Walton
small.
Clayton. Where would you
McCann can
put
give
him?
us that.
But where would you put him at though, bro?
He can only be point guard. He too
I
small.
wouldn't. What? Look, Jeremy King got to go.
Nah, it depends on our pick.
Nah, bro. If Harper's there, I don't care, bro. We drafting Harper. McCain got to go. Quit or either one. Who you want? Quentin Grimes or McCain? Which one?
Ooh, that's hard.
One of them got to go.
I probably would say bye to Grimes.
Huh?
I probably would
So you got Harper
because
at the
McCain
three
is
then.
just special.
So you got Harper at the three.
I think so. And that will hurt. Don't get me wrong. That will hurt me, man.
Nah, but listen. Can you trade Quentin Grimes? Can we trade? We can't because he's
Yeah,
a
we got his bird right, so we can. If he wants to sign with another team, we could trade him. We can sign and trade him.
okay. That's the thing. If we could work that out and get a center, but the problem is I think McCain's more valuable than Harper.
More valuable than Harper, or you mean more
Not
valuable than
Harper,
Grimes?
than Grimes.
Oh
Than
yeah,
Grimes
yeah. I
because
agree, 100.
and
percent
that's why I want to trade McCain so we can stay in that first round and draft that center. Quentin
Yeah,
Grimes is not probably won't get us a first round pick.
we gotta find some. I would take Derek Queen if he was available. Like if we could trade down and get him. That I would like. All right, look, if we could do this, if we can draft Dylan Harper, right? And then we had to like trade McCain and like a second round pick to get Derek Queen. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. We could do it. But I don't know. I gotta keep. I want to keep McCain around as much as possible. Like perfect draft for me. Well, honestly, if we don't get Flag or Harper, would be Bailey or come on. Like
Okay,
like everybody else, I'm cool on them unless we getting assets, unless we trading down and getting assets.
right. My boy Tunisburg said Boston won't be able to keep that team together.
Yeah, they at the second apron. They're gonna be paying like 500 million in
Because
taxes.
they didn't pay Jason Tatum yet, right?
No,
Or
they
they did.
extended him. They did. They paid
Oh, they
everybody.
already did. Oh, okay.
They paid everybody.
That's why winning in the tournament don't matter on your draft stock as much because Ace and Dylan will still be. Yeah, I agree with that too. I agree. But it could help though. Like say a player shines, it can definitely make your draft capital go up. But I still feel like you're right. Ace and Dylan will be a top 6 pick, right? Probably top 5 to be honest with you. Both of them. Boston Celtics got money for days. Their money grows on tree. Drew Holiday and Porzingis will be gone. Man, Porzingis. Oh, and I was debating with someone saying like, and I agree, but I disagree too. Remember when Porzingis was considered like a unicorn at the What's up? What's going on, brother? Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We covered the Sixers and the Phillies on this channel. Shout out to each and every one of y'all trying to get to my first 400 subscribers on this channel. Shout out to y'all. But remember when Porzingis was considered a unicorn, right? Before
Mm-hmm.
he got hurt and teared his ACL with the Knicks. He came back and people still traded for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the same thing's going to happen with Joel. And I think Joel's
For
career is
sure.
Joel Embiid's career is way better than Porzingis because Porzingis was never in the MVP conversation, I don't think. Porzingis was never an MVP. Porzingis was never a scoring champion.
And a
That's just
semi
I'm
healthy
just saying.
Joel could still give you like 23 a game.
Right. So if Porzingis can be traded or someone would pick him up, but the problem, and I agree, is that dang on contract. That's what's messing everything up.
But I don't.
Porzingis was never getting paid like Joel. At least I don't think he was.
Nah,
Right.
never, never.
So that's what's hurting us is that dang on contract. But to say that no one's going to trade for him because of the talent, nah, that's cap. But when it comes to the contract, that's what's going to hold us back.
But like I said earlier, I don't think that Joel is the weakest. His contract is bad. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's the weakest link for us. It's Paul George.
You think?
Joel, when he played, he was still giving us like bare minimum, like 20 a game. And this
Remember
is him
when
on a
we?
bum knee. So we just need like some good player that could come in and loosen the load for
Uh-huh.
him. And
Right,
I
right.
feel like Paul George will be the dead weight in that case because we can't have him on a max contract giving us like 12 points a game.
Let me ask you a question, right? Do you think if say we trade Paul George, right?
Hmm.
And we with one more must and we keep Joel Embiid. Um, what was your opinion be on this? I'm just thinking I don't think this is gonna happen. But say we keep Joel Embiid, what's the would you trade Jarrett McCain for Ace? Like say we had the second overall pick, we draft Dylan Harper, right? Would you trade Jarrett McCain to try to get back in the draft and draft? Do you think his value is so high that we can draft third overall and draft Ace Bailey with the third overall pick and have Dylan Harper at the 1 or 2, Tyrese Maxey at the 1 or 2, have potentially a Quentin Grimes at the 3, and have Ace Bailey at the 4 and Joel Embiid at the 5?
Well, here's the thing. So if you're projected to be that high, that means like scouters are like projecting you to have like superstar potential potentially or like
Mm,
future franchise potential. So I don't think McCain has that upside where he'll be a franchise player. I could be wrong because Brunson he became who he is, but I just don't think so. Like not right now. So like I think if we were to try to like trade McCain to get like Bailey, we would have to add more to that. We would have to probably throw in Grimes with it and maybe like a pick. And I'm not doing that. I rather keep both.
mm.
Like honestly, because our second round draft pick is so high, and like there's still many good players around that area, around that point in the draft. Like God forbid we don't get to keep our pick. I'll honestly, it'll sting, it'll suck, but like I can get over it if as long as if we keep Grimes.
Right. Because you can't lose the pick in
If we lose the
Grimes.
pick in Grimes, like it's
Yeah.
over, man. If yeah, and Yabu too. We can't lose Yabu. We have to keep
Yeah.
them both. If we
Right. And
lose
Toronto.
those two and the pick, like we are in some serious trouble.
I'm gonna do this shit one more time, and I'm about to get off. I didn't realize it was 11:16. Gosh,
Yeah,
we be
I gotta stay
talking.
up and do some work
The time just be flying, bro. Let me do
for
it again.
sure.
Oh no, well, I gotta do it again. We not even the top.
Now I told you, like sim it with the teams' names
Yeah,
only, not with the players, because for some reason
yeah,
that algorithm isn't caught up.
yeah. Let's do this. All right, we got the
Here you
fourth
go.
pick. All right, and Toronto gets the first overall pick. Get the freak out of here.
And then at number 4, who you taking?
center.
Yeah, there you go. That's the only answer.
So it's going to go Cooper, Flag, Dillon, or Ace. Sacramento might go Ace. And then we got either it's going to be center here. I don't know what they're going to do, but I will go center.
So you're taking that boy, come on.
Yeah, or if not, come on. If they don't draft him, the other option for me is the 6'6" shooting guard from Texas.
Trey Johnson?
Yeah, Trey Johnson, bro. Either come on.
You be a straight up ball hog.
Nah. The only reason why I'm saying that because I don't know. Those are the only two others that I'm going right there. Or VJ Edge. I don't know, man. Nah, it would have to be.
Nah, Edgecombe's too small. But Edgecombe is pretty much we got that in Grimes, so we don't need him.
Yeah, we don't need him. Yeah. All right, so yeah, it would be center there.
It's got to be, yeah.
I'm gonna do one more time. First overall pick. I'm leaving it just like that.
And we taking that boy
Cooper Flat. It is what it is. Hey, we get the first overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft. You know the vibes. All right, teacher got games. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for vibing with me for I don't know how long. We've been live. I lost track of time.
2
hours.
Shout out
to you. Thank you for coming on the live stream. Tankathon live party. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Again, teacher got games. Salute to you, bro. Be easy, be safe. Have a wonderful weekend. And we gonna see, man. If we keep losing, we got a chance.
We in there.
We have a chance. Mike trying to get Harper and Bailey. Let's go. Imagine if I could get them both. Hey, listen, I'm being greedy, bro.
Anything possible.
Give me the teammates.
Bro. And we getting Flag too. We gonna throw Maxie in there. We gonna get the pick for Flag.
Oh God, we get the first 3 picks. We going to give up Maxie, Grimes, McCain. We got Cooper. We got Dillon.
And we throwing in future picks.
And we got Ace. And we get rid of the future picks. Give us the top 3 picks, bro.
Whatever picks you want, it's yours. Just give us Flag.
Hey, listen. And we keeping Joel.
We keep Joel and PG.
Yeah, it's over. We making the playoffs, baby. We just gotta hope they healthy. Let's go. We got 3 rookies.
And we going to the finals with them.
I like that. But all right, y'all. I'm out. Peace out, teacher.
All right, peace out.
All right, bro. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful night. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Yo, I lost track of time. I didn't know I was live for 2 hours on this Tankathon party. Like, when you start talking about what the possibilities are for the Sixers, man, it's amazing. It's amazing. Dillon Harper is my second pick in this draft because of his dad, Ron Harper. He has 5 championships, 3 with the Bulls, 2 with the Lakers. Just found this out today. Shout out to TuneIn Sports for that information. He has a winning mindset. So give me Ron Harper number 2 if we get the second pick. I'm happy. You know what I mean? But shout out to everybody. He said, when you open the panel, it happens. Yeah, it happens like that, man. I lost track of time. But salute to everybody in the building. I got a lot of love for y'all. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful rest of your night. And I will talk to y'all soon. What's going on tomorrow? We got the Dodgers and Phillies, I'm pretty sure, tomorrow. And we got the hold on, we got 4 more games for the Sixers. So hopefully we lose all 4. We'll see what happens. But I'll holler at y'all tomorrow, possibly. Peace out, y'all. And as always, God bless and be easy.
Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. Yeah. Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go. I really do this. I'm a hybrid fan. I'm a stand-up man. Yeah. They be hating on the squads, but they really a fan. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.